best bet is to pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà torí Nàìjíríà ti fail ọmọdé, ó ti fail àgbàlagbà, ó ti fail arúgbó.
To Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about Sendwave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur, and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are short of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820 or visit our website www.welllamb.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamb@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Live our show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. We can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Welcome back to the program. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 7 minutes past the top of the hour. That means that I've got with me the one and only White Lion in the house. And let me say good morning to you, Yummy.
Well, a very good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Archie, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear because we're using a different device this morning.
Yes, loud and clear.
Because I realized that the picture quality hasn't been coming great in the last few days. Not too sure why, but we are doing everything possibly best on the Star Radio to make sure that our people that are listening to us can enjoy, the best of the program every Monday to Friday. And then I say good morning once again, and it's good to be back, with you again, Mr. Archie. Even though we know it's a limited time that we normally have.
Yes. How are you doing, and how is the family?
Well, the family is doing very well. The family have gone to school, and you remember that it seems that in the morning we have to keep telling them that you are the privilege to be here. There are so many African children that wants to go to school and they are not having the privilege. About almost 15 million Nigerian children are currently out of school according to the United Nations and the different NGOs and organizations. So, but also the train station had a bit of glitch this morning while the wife was making her way to work, and that means extra money onto the cab that end up taking her out to work because she was already not running late. But since the train is not working, the beauty of the transportation in the UK is one of the best in the world. You cannot, override it. But the moment that there's a glitch on one of the, the network, either through engineering reason, signal reason, or through any other means, that would definitely disrupt the movement, and there'll be more pressure on the road. So kudos to the, to the transport and the team that are working on there day to night, night to day. because this is what we say when we talk about the connectivity between Benin Republic and Ghana. Togo was a place that one of my friends visited recently, and they had to make a journey, which are quite long journey, because we do not have that transportation that connects the African country. And we hope in the future, when Africa itself comes back to its sense, we can be able to move around, especially as we saw that the Egyptian border were closing their border for a lot of the Sudanese and Nigerians that were trying to flee the current war. But apart from that, we're good and we're great. It's 10 minutes past, and I'll come back slightly again to you in the studio. It is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, Star Radio UK.
Yes, listeners, Mr. Lloyd Nicotina, North London Studios, I'm actually here, the South Studios, and we're bringing you updates from Nigeria. Well, there's a lot that have happened in the past 24 hours. But let's start it with, kick it off with the election tribunal issue that is going on, because we know that Atiku, I don't know whether Peter Obi was also calling for that there should be a live broadcast of it. But Tinubu has come to whether to say that they are not ready to do it. I'm not very sure about that. Can you give us a bit detail about that, sir?
Well, the election tribunal that we started having the conversation yesterday is still one of the most discussed situation room, if you want to put it that way, in Nigeria. And the reason for that is, like I always say, Nigeria is experiencing a very first time where we are having these three political parties that are squaring it out within the tribunal and the election itself. It has always been two political parties for since 1999, when we came back to democracy, and PDP took a very good stand from almost 1999. Obasanjo was the first president for 2 terms. Then Yaradua came in. Yaradua died, may so rest in peace. Jonathan came in. Jonathan was the vice of Yaradua. There was a cabal that wanted to stop him from becoming the president. Eventually, under so many conversation and pressure, Jonathan ended up becoming the president during that time. Then he contested, he won, and that literally means that in 2015, major political party came together, mostly the Action Group, the CPC that the Buhari is under, then formed what we called APC. But just weeks before the primaries, we realized that the Atiku under the PDP were not ready to allow the Southeast taking control. So that literally means that people fall back. Atiku did not get the power. The influence he would have got from major political party within his own caucus. Wike did not allow people to vote for Atiku. Then we now saw Peter Obi also pulling out. That then gave us where we are today. Presidential Election Tribunal, 5 justices that will determine Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi, like we said yesterday. It has started again today. A panel of the 5 justices yesterday have commenced hearing petition challenging the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. As we speak right now, it is still a process. We cannot determine what will be the outcome. We can speculate about it. We can talk about it. But these 5 justices will make what is called the biggest, when it comes to Africa, because we know the influence of Nigeria in African countries, but it seems that influence will definitely be the outcome, because whoever becomes the president will also be, doing a lot in the African Union and so many other things around the world. But as we speak right now, it is still an ongoing process.
Okay, listeners, we'll be following it very closely, and I will be telling you more as things unfold. And let me say good morning to Jones AJ. He said, good afternoon, White Lion and Archie. Jones, I hope you are doing very, very well. We thank God Nigeria has not happened to you, but it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK. Now, let's move on to some information that has just come through. Fire gutting the Nigeria Air Force Base. How true is that? Is it true? And have they been moving some private jets from the place, of course?
Well, this morning there was panic after the fire got some buildings within the Nigerian Air Force Base along Airport Road at the Federal Capital Territory. The cause of the fire outbreak that got at the military base beside the Nigerian Coronation Service headquarters is unknown as at the press time. However, information confirmed timely intervention of the operatives of the Federal Fire Service that attempted to put out the fire. We don't know that negligence and the fire safety is not something that is much common in African country and in Nigeria. But we do also know that the fire that got at the NFA base and the men that are putting out the fire are working hard to completely quench the fire. However, like I said, the cause of the fire outbreak is not yet out, and a statement once our findings are concluded will be known to the public.
Okay.
And as we're saying that, we can then go straight to the Muritala Mohammed Airport as well, where the federal government have ordered the private jet removal from Abuja Airport. What could be the reason behind it? The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has ordered the immediate relocation of aircraft that are stationed at the General Aviation Terminal of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, ahead of the inauguration of the new government, because we do know that there will be a lot of dignitaries that will be traveling from different parts of the world, and as we also know, most of them will be coming in with their own private jet, and that means there must be enough room where they're going to be parking some of these aircraft. According to FAN, said the removal of the aircraft that are parked currently at Abuja Airport was necessary also to enhance the safety of the airport during the forthcoming presidential inauguration. So you can tell that as much as the election tribunal is still ongoing, we also still know that there is still preparation. Like I said yesterday, I've already seen the invitation for the inauguration, even though we've not been invited. But like I said, in as much as the election tribunal is ongoing, that has not stopped the preparation. But one thing I can say is, it seems I thought President have returned back to Nigeria, but I can confirm that President Buhari not yet returned back to Nigeria because of London dentists delaying it.
Well, interestingly, Yomi has been putting some of a picture of the president actually having a toothpick, something cleaning his teeth, or whether after he's had some suya or some nice meal, trying to take whatever out of the teeth. Maybe what he was doing at the time might have caused him some teeth problem, and therefore he needs to see a dentist, and that delay has caused him not to return to the country. But well, kudos to him. That's some of the information. But we know that the new president, the president-elect, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, with the clearing of Murtala Mohammed Airport and everything that is going on, for sure, Nigeria's president-elect, Tinubu, is set to return to France for medical care to boost his health in preparation for the May 29th swearing in. Meanwhile, he has not even become the president yet to face the full rigors and the challenges that come with the presidency. And he is on his way to, well, I don't know whether they're going to inject him with some
booster.
I don't know, booster.
Well, Nigeria is is a very interesting country in the sense that we have a budget for the Aso Rock, but like I said, according to the media aid of President Muhammadu Buhari, it was here for one purpose, for the coronation and the engagement with the Commonwealth, but also President Muhammadu Buhari will be in London for another week, according to his aide. Additional week at the behest of his dentist, who has started attending to him. When the president returns, it will be few days before the swearing in of President-elect Bola Tinubu, that is also on his way to Paris, according to information. Nigerian President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is returning back to France for medical care to boost his health in preparation for May 29. Well, health is something that is important. Remember, we talked about one of the African presidents that came into UK, that had a partial stroke, but he was still here. But one thing is, why the medical travel outside the country? Because the healthcare system in Nigeria, where Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State for 8 years, have not get to the standard that it can get that kind of treatment in Nigeria. And that literally means that, both Tinubu, the elected president, and President Muhammadu Buhari, the president currently almost finishing his tenure in just under 19 days from today, because today is the 10th. So we have 19 more days. Buhari is spending a week here in London. We do not know how far Tinubu will be spending, but the Nigerian president is returning to France yesterday to see his doctors in preparation for the inauguration on May 29. According to the media report, Sarah reporter exclusively learned Tinubu will be leaving in the night but will return before his swearing in. So it seems that they're all making the last final trip before their return, and likewise before the handover, which Buhari will be doing. As we do know, he cannot continue after May 29 because he has done the 2-term according to the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
But listeners, it's Star Radio UK. I'm just from Nigeria with Mr. Olaimi Koikimedia and North London Studios. I'm actually here in the South Studios, and we are bringing you that. Now, let me ask you the question. Are we trying to say that, well, when we talk about some of the health system, I mean, when it came to the president coming to the UK for how many months here in the UK because of ill health, they didn't tell us what the government was. Are we trying to say that Nigeria has not got any dentistry that is good enough to treat the president?
Well, Buhari argument has always been that he has been used to UK, in terms of his health management, since, after he left as a military dictator after the overthrow of the government. So London seems to be his best bet. Not that we do not have the best, when it comes to this dentistry or those that can look after the president. We know that the vice, Osibajo, had a small surgery sometime last year that was operated in Nigeria by Nigerian doctors, and it went successfully well. But the argument for Buhari has been that he preferred to be in London, where he has been using his medical treatment before he became the president. Not that he cannot use the one in Nigeria, but he preferred to be in London. And like we always say, it was almost 8 months away when he came in 2015. Because for almost 7 months, there was no cabinet minister because the health of the president was not able to allow him to perform his function as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2015.
Well, we hope that this time around, Tinubu will not be like that. He will be in and out if everything goes on the way it's supposed to be, and then we will see him seeing to the affairs of the country. All right, then, let's start Radio UK. We go back to Yomi. Well, for the Osun State ruling that took place yesterday, Adeleke has been congratulated by the president and the president-elect as well. Can you give us a little bit of a background to that? Yep.
Well, Osun State, yesterday, the final, and that's the governor of Osun State behind there, Adeleke is also the cousin to Davido, the artist that is well known across the globe. Well, according to the Supreme Court yesterday, upheld the decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which on March last month, 24th, affirmed that Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party as the winner of the July 16, 2022 governorship election in Osun State. Those elections came out here because, like we always say, there's always been issues when it comes to each of the states that are running their own election that is not parallel to 2023 or the main election, because right now that means they're ahead of the rest. And that because, issues has been happening in the past in some of those states like Osun State. But the Apex Court, yesterday judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Agim, dismissed the appeal that was filed by the former governor Adegboyega Oyetola of the All Progressive Congress to challenge the appellate court judgment affirming Adeleke as the winner. Yesterday was jubilation in Osun State. I saw some of the workers, celebrating, rolling themselves on the floor. The Apex Court, which said it found no reason to set aside the verdict of the Court of Appeal in Adeleke's favor, have also awarded 500,000 damage against Oyetola and the PDP. The Apex Court held true. The Apex Court that thought Oyetola alleged that Adeleke won through overvoting in the 774 polling unit in the state. The ex-governor failed to adduce any substantial evidence to support his claim. But as we do know that the election tribunal for Peter Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu, it seems that they have enough evidence, but that will be determined again by some of the justice that will be looking into that. Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, on the update from Osun State regarding Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, when the results wanted to be upturned, but it seems the court has finally given the verdict yesterday.
case has been upheld. So, verdict, congratulations to Adeleke. But Adeleke belongs to the APC, right?
The PDP.
The PDP. Okay, that's quite an interesting one. That is quite an interesting one. We have the president congratulating him. We have Tinubu also congratulating him. I have not heard the PDP leader congratulating him yet. But if you look at it, is it a ploy to say that, look, whatever, you see, we have accepted whatever the Supreme Court had come out with, a verdict that the Supreme Court had come out with. So when it comes to the presidential, what is going on, you people also have to accept it. Is that a ploy? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, the APC are already telling the PDP and the Peter Obi to prepare for such. So by the time the outcome comes back and favors them, then there should not be any crisis or any other thing. They should just accept the defeat and move on, where Tinubu becomes the full president come May 29. But the PDP and the Obi will have to wait, for that judgment. Finally, we don't know when that is going to be wrapped up. Maybe before the 29th or not.
Okay, we'll all wait to see. Maybe after 29th and the verdict comes and they say that they have to have a rerun or they've quashed the result. I don't know how that's going to be for Nigeria. My goodness, that would be a day. But well, listeners, Star Radio UK is the Wednesday edition of the morning show, so we know that we are pressed with time. But we'll go back to Yomi for the rest of the stories making it around. Over to you, Yomi.
Well, a very sad one to go with now, as a truck crushed a U.S. returnee to death in Lagos State. What do we know? A yet to be identified middle-aged man on Friday, May 5, met his ultimate death after he was crushed by a moving truck along Ishare Igodo Road in Alimasho local government area. According to the information gathered, that the accident occurred just about 7 p.m. when the deceased victim just returned from the trip, but according to eyewitness who did not want his name to be printed, said he was trying to cross the road at the Diamond Estate area of the community after purchasing some items. When the incident happened, the source said the man had just returned from the trip and was about to go into the estate where he lived. When he asked the driver to stop, he wanted to cross the road. A vehicle crossed over him, and the next one eventually crushed him. We pray for the family and those, that are known to this particular individual as well. May Nigeria not happen to us. As we go into the next one, it seems that getting your passport could be also a delay, as Buhari regime, according to the headline, and the Central Bank of Nigeria responsible for the passport scarcity. That can be a stress, especially not to Nigerians that are trying to japa, but to so many Nigerians that wants to renew their passport in UK, where we do know that there's a lot of atrocity committed in some of these embassy, like the one in UK, where some are paying up to £150 just to get your passport renewed. NIS has now blamed the scarcity of the passport booklet on President Muhammadu Buhari's regime and the Central Bank of Nigeria policy on the forex. According to the information, the NIS Control General Idris Jare disclosed this at the public hearing that was organized by the Ad hoc Committee of the House of Representatives in Abuja. Foreign exchange regulation policy of the government and the CBN refusal to grant access to forex for importation of the passport booklet. Nigeria does not produce anything. That means we must rely on other countries to help us produce the passport booklet and then end up into Nigeria and other countries around the world. But since the reserve have continued to dilapidated, we know that when Obasanjo was leaving, we had about almost 51 billion US dollars with the forex, the foreign reserve rather. But today we have less than 30 billion US dollars. And if a country is not producing, is not industrialized, there will be stress on the amount of money that could be used. Remember that most airlines last year did not want to come to Nigeria because they were struggling to pull out their money out of Nigeria. And if you're going to pull out your money, I'm not sure you need the naira to be spent in UAE, where Emirates, as an example, pull out. Eventually, that was resolved quickly so that it does not have impact on so many Nigerians that are traveling into the country using some of these airlines. So it seems again, getting your passport is a big problem because Nigeria do not have enough forex. The major 7 components used for producing passport are sold in international markets, and assembly and production are done, guess where? In Malaysia. In the 80s, Nigeria provided the palm oil seed that Malaysia has now used to become the largest palm oil producer in the world. Mr. Jire explained that the IRIS Smart Technology Limited, the foreign company responsible for producing the Nigerian passport, had done well given the prevailing circumstances, noting that the presidential directive to commence the production of passport locally by the Nigerian Security Print and Minting was a welcome development. He, however, recommended that the proper exit plan be implemented for a smooth handover from the foreign firm to prevent any breach of contract and production process. Nigerians continue to struggle from Libya, where we have a lot of Nigerians that are currently in prison for 2 years. They are not getting the support from the Libya ambassador representing Nigeria, where the IOM is ready to evacuate them back home, but they are being told to pay close about almost close to 500,000 naira equivalent. So that is about that. We're going to move straight to the social media because of the time constraint at about 30 minutes past 11 a.m. this morning. This is still Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. The Southeast is trending as there was a 2-day sit-at-home from yesterday, and we do know that tomorrow, Nnamdi Kanu case is meant to be coming back again into the court. According to Are Ayodeji, a very uncultured set of people. They just insult anybody. People that the IGR of Osun State is higher than the whole state in the Southeast combined. It's probably responding to some video that I'm not sure what is contained in that video. APC chieftains, why the Southeast should not seek Senate presidency, according to the headline there as well. So again, this is what the APC presidential candidates scored in each zone across Nigeria. In the Northwest, 2.6 million, North Central, 1.7 million, Northeast, 1.1 million, Southwest, 2.2 million, South-South, 799,000, but it seems that nothing is coming from the Southeast. So it seems that as more pressure from Tinubu trying to determine who becomes the next Senate president is a discussion on the table as we speak. And that is one of the reasons why it is trending. Definitely Tinubu is trending at about 75.4. He's still the president-elect. He's currently leaving the country for more medical treatment. And let's quickly look at why people are saying Tinubu discussion this morning. According to Olisa Agbakoba, the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, the court is deliberately becoming lackadaisically in handling Peter Obi versus Tinubu's case. The jurisdictional and procedural issues in all these petitions can be resolved under 1 week because you don't need evidence or witness, just a copy of the Constitution and the Electoral Act. So that is definitely coming there as well. And also Simon Ekpa yesterday exposition of how Tinubu gathering the worst criminals in Nigeria was part of his discussion yesterday. So let's look at some of the comments of Tinubu traveling out of the country as well. It seems somebody has been able to put a graph of Buhari's traveling out, and let's see if the engineer can quickly give us that, and then I can read that out for those that are with us this morning. Once again, it is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station. So behind me is the detailed graph of President Muhammadu Buhari traveling out of Nigeria. Let's look at it quickly. President Buhari has spent about 200 days abroad for medical treatment since 2015. Let's go from the first one. February 2016, Mr. Buhari took his first medical vacation only 8 months after coming to office. He spent 6 days in London between the 5th of February and the 10th of February in 2016. 2017, May 7 precisely, he traveled again, returned after 104 days, had misinformation about the true state of his health. He went back again January 2017. The president traveled from January 19, 2017, returned exactly 50 days after his departure, but was not able to resume work immediately. 2016, his second medical trip on the June 6, 2016, he traveled for 13 days to England, seeking further treatment for ear infection. May 2018, Mr. Buhari traveled to London. May 2018, for a 4-day medical review. March 2021, the president flew to London for a medical checkup, one that lasted 15 days. He traveled to London on July 2021 for a scheduled medical follow-up and is due back in the second week. So in terms of President-elect Bola Tinubu. Some of those that are now saying these 4 years go long, go. If this is true, why contesting in the first place is coming from Joshua Aroke? Wait person will get case for court when they go France. Abidis now playing, so definitely explaining in a broken English that the person that has the case in the court, Tinubu doesn't have to be in the court, he has the legal team. Every 15 days, I see. Well done. It seems somebody has already calculated from the time Tinubu arrived back in Nigeria up to the time he's traveling again. Star Radio UK, that is how far we can go this morning because of the time constraint. But later on Niger Voices, there will be more discussion as the next person says, President don't turn to battery where they charge every week.
Well, it needs to be charged out. Maybe the battery, the power is going down a bit. So a booster, maybe they have to get him back. Wherever he's going, he has it at his back, and then that will be boosting him. Well, listen, let's start already. Okay, as Yomi has said, this evening we're going to continue on the Niger Voices exactly at 18 hours. All right, Yomi, before you go.
Well, join us later on this evening where we discuss everything from the politics to the self-determination, the Yoruba, the way forward. A lot of people are asking, what is the way forward, to achieving a nation? And when we say nation, what does it mean to be a nation? All this conversation later on tonight at exactly 1800 hours, which is just 6 p.m. local time in Nigeria, 6 p.m. local time in UK on the Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Have a great morning. Bye for now.
Bye. Well, listeners, that has been Mr. Olayomi Koiki bringing you updates from Nigeria. It is Star Radio UK 11:36. We're going to take a musical break, and once we come back, we'll continue with the show. We'll bring you everything that you need to know before I take you straight to the House of Parliament.
Well, that is the it's an interesting time ahead. I'm just going to play something, then Talofit telling me kitchen where I want to make some egg and then bread, something to eat. Misha in Nigeria. Misha ne parami. Grass wa long gini tayo. Mama be láti ṣí window. Let's something boy. 1 gig grass in 1 gig. So something bottom do in the background here. Grass ye odo wa ni 1 gig. So sorry. So let me just get something going while we then move ourselves to the kitchen. I can't play anything on the YouTube because YouTube people. So we probably just play Janet. Mole play Lucky Dube for you, become free. So while we just get ourselves together and then we will go into the program. I want to charge a laptop, Misha. Damn. I don't want to engineer, let's see. So ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ dáná ní kitchen. Àwọn máa tẹ̀lé mi lọ dáná. Àtẹ̀gùn tó ń fẹ́ yìí. Ẹ̀gbìn yẹn ní agbára díẹ̀. Sorry, charge the laptop if not. Power kìíní ẹ̀ máa yà mí lè kúrò. Yà Bluetooth. Ok, ṣé Lady K wà live ni? Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹja máa gbọ́ Lady K lọ. Ẹja gbọ́ Lady K. Lady K! The more of our time. Ẹja máa gbádùn Lady K lọ mọ́ ń bọ̀.
Oníṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí àwọn ọmọ yìí, oníṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí ilé yìí dẹ̀ ṣe ìgbòbarì.
Then àwa mú bàrà wa lọ sí kitchen.
So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yìí, ẹ ṣeun gan, ẹ ṣeun gan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá tún ṣe fẹ́ ṣe lọ́ọ̀ṣì kẹsẹ̀tì mi.
Yes, and support Lady K.
Ó ṣì wà lórí ìgbà o, ẹ lọ́ọ̀ṣì òun tí ẹ participate níjọ́ yẹn. Àǹfààní ṣì wà fún yín. Mr. Abiodun Ogunlétí. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. So àǹfààní ṣì wà fún yín o láti ṣe kí láti lọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀ fún mi o.
Kí wọ́n lọ dín ẹyin náà.
Láti gbé sórí YouTube. Ó dẹ̀ pé mo ti gbé sí Facebook.
Èló ló ń tẹyin ní Nàìjíríà nísìn?
Tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin ará ilé.
Lọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀ fún mi nígbà ẹ̀ ṣe ògbẹ́ wájú ká
Èló ló ń tẹyin nísìn?
Ní orúkọ Jésù. Ní agbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù.
Àmín.
Paríparí ọlá ọba tí gbogbo ògo àti ọlá yẹ. Mo dá gbogbo ògo àti ọlá padà sí ọ̀dọ̀ yín nítorí tí ẹ ṣe tí àwọn olùsọ̀rọ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ wípé ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n pe ẹnikẹ́ni ní ìpè ìbànújẹ́ lórí ayé mi. Mo dúpẹ́ fún àṣeyọrí lọ́ọ̀ṣìnà pé èèyàn ò gba gbogbo ògo. Lẹ́yìn lọ́ọ̀ṣìnà ẹ jẹ́ kí bí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fi owó lọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀ fún mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kábúrò dé bá wọn. Ẹ̀rù bí mo kò dúpẹ́. Jehovah ẹ ṣé, alágbára ńlá ẹ ṣé. Mo dúpẹ́ lórí gbogbo àwọn tó ń lò fún mi lórí pílátífọ̀mù yìí. wípé ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ìbò gan, ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ṣá, ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò iyì, ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ẹ̀jẹ̀, ẹ̀mí bíbọ́ ẹ ṣe, alágbára ẹ ṣe, bàbá ẹgbẹ́ ọpẹ́, Jésù.
Ẹ jẹ́ move lọ sí kitchen, ẹ jẹ́ àfilẹ̀ èdèké sílẹ̀, ẹ kí lè èdèké máa ṣe tí
Báyọ̀wá ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò bí o, mo dúpẹ́ o, ẹ ṣeun gan, ṣé gbogbo yín ti bá mi share, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa rí love like tó ṣe pàtàkì, tó ṣe kókó lórí programu tèmi, torí programu yìí ó máa lẹ́tìkẹ́, ó máa lẹ́tìkẹ́.
Ó máa lá màmá.
Àtàbí fóònù mi gbóná, Jésù, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Fóònù ní gbóná lédìké. Iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe
What is happening?
fóònù a máa gbóná, a máa yọ eruku ní gbogbo ìgbà ni.
Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o first time. Fóònù mi kàn gbóná lásán.
A máa gbóná lálálálá lólólóló. Ṣẹgbọ́n ẹgbọ́n lédìké lọ mú power bank. Ṣé ìlú ni ẹ? Àṣẹ. Ó ń ṣe program ní sá lọ mú power bank. Irú jágbàjàgbà ò ní ẹ. Gbà tí kò sí ná. 63 years wọ̀ fún wa níná. Just reason mo rí ẹ ń bẹ̀ jàre. Ẹ jẹ́ ń change camera yẹn wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. Ti gbéra mi wá sí kitchen pé dáná tèmi. Àdí ẹyin nísìn. Mi para mi síjọba lọ́rùn. Táwọn parẹ́ síjọba lọ́rùn kò lọ parẹ́. Azeez, báwo ló yẹ ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi? Ẹyẹ ń dín ẹyin. Ta ló máa jẹ ẹyin? Grass ló ń gé níta nísìn. Environment láti máa da, ìyẹn la máa fi pẹ́ láyé. Environment wa ti da, ìyẹn lẹ ṣe ń tètè kú. Lady K, a máa pọ́ọ̀sì díẹ̀. A máa progress on tọ́ Lady K. Ẹ wo sísítà mi, ẹ wo yàtọ̀ èmi àti sísítà mi, èmi wà ní bíbá nísìn, èmi níná tí mo fi ń connect. Lady K lọ mú power bank. Ṣé ayé nìyẹn? Ṣé bóyá ẹ kórìí nìyẹn? Orin ti gbálẹ̀. Ó wá ń ṣe wàhálà. Ẹ̀rí power bank ló ń connect mi. Ẹ wòran. Power bank ni Lady K ló ń connect mi.
Wow, dádì mi. Ṣé kí n máa pè fún yín ni?
Tí bá lè kiri sí Lady K máa wà distracted. Ṣọjá ara fi sílẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun. Máa fi sójú screen sí.
Lóṣì. Òun ló ń pariwo lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ wá máa bú. Ṣé kí Lady K máa sọ pé kò sí ná? Àgbádùn Lady K lọ báyìí. Á bínú ẹ̀ tèmi lórí mixela, màá ní láti gbé súnmọ́ kitchen yìí lọ sí fún ẹ̀mí gbọ́ ọmọ nígbà ẹ̀mí gbọ́n tó lọ mọ́. Ó fi wá lo ilé ìfimá.
Dádì mi tí wọ́n béèrè fún
àwọn àfi gbọ́ Lady K.
account details mi.
Ẹ bá a support Lady K. Ẹ support ìwọ. Iṣẹ́ ni gbogbo wa ń ṣe. Ẹ tó bá dẹ̀ náà ṣiṣẹ́ kó gbá àwọn sísítà tẹ̀ jáde. Sọjá ẹjẹ ń connect bíbá, sọjá pọ́sì lé. Sọjá àwọn mìtì ilé. Kò sí ilé ni mo fi ń ṣe mixella. Ó yá Lady K gbóhùn sókè. Gbogbo tá à ń ṣe tó bá pé Nàìjíríà tó yẹ kẹ́yìn náà máa ṣe ni. Bọ̀nà aṣọ wọn pé Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe ìlú. Ṣé ṣe ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa lórí mixella? Ó yá máa tẹ̀síwájú Lady K à ń gbádùn ẹ. Ẹ support Lady K. Ẹ wá support ìyá ọmọ rẹ ní.
Ẹ bá mi jù síbẹ̀.
Àwọn ti rí ìyá rẹ.
Wèrè media group. Wèrè media group. Ẹ ti mọ àwọn gúrùpù tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wèrè media group.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni Lady K.
Ṣọ́rí mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò ibẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ìyá ìbàbá tẹ máa sọ wípé ká dákẹ́ fáwọn òbí.
Adákẹ́ tì. Máa gbóhùn sókè jàre. Bọ́lá ti dákẹ́. Adákẹ́
Wọ́n
tì.
ní àti kékeré ló yẹ kí lọ́ọ́ ti máa pẹ̀ ká
Òkè mo
lóko.
ní yẹn gbé.
Nítorí tó bá dàgbà tán,
Ó máa di
ó máa
problem.
máa gba ẹbọ.
Ó máa di problem Lady K.
Gbọ́sà ẹ̀gbọ́mà. Wọ́n ní kékeré láti pẹ̀ka ìrókò tó bá dàgbà tán ẹbọ ní òun gbà.
Orí àtọ̀ máa ti Lady
Tó
K.
bá dé nígbà tí
Èmi máa
àwọn
fa-
òbí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀,
Ẹ jẹ́ máa sùn.
òun láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ́ṣọ̀ wọn. Ó dá mi lójú wípé kò ní dé sí.
Kí Lady K kọ́ máa dún ní background díẹ̀ díẹ̀. Torí àtọ̀ mi àti Lady K ni pé èmi máa faná wọlé. Torí láptọ̀pù gbọ́dọ̀ charge nísìn. But Lady K ń lo power bank. Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà láàárín àwọn méjèèjì nìyẹn. Nílé ayé yìí náà ni. Kò make sense. Kò make sense now. Gbóhùn sókè jàre Lady K. Ẹni tó bá ní ká máa sọ̀rọ̀. Ìpìlẹ̀ ọmọ máa gbà lọ́nu wa. Ẹni tó bá ní ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ìpìlẹ̀ máa gbà. Wọ́n ní ká máa sọ̀rọ̀.
wọ́n ní irọ́ ni ṣé kò fún wọn fáwọn náà ṣiṣẹ́ ni.
ẹni ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni ká dákẹ́.
wọ́n ní irọ́ lápá tí kò kọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọdé yẹn.
wọ́n ní irọ́ làǹpà.
òun ló jẹ́ kí wèrè tó pẹ́lẹ̀ ní fún bíṣì yẹn ó sọ wípé scam níbí.
àwọn olóṣì.
wọ́n máa wo ṣó yẹn wọ́n máa kílíkì sí o afẹ́fẹ́ ìlú jìbìtì.
ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀.
tó bá jẹ́ pé láti ilẹ̀
Instagram.
Oh,
kára rí à. ẹ rántí ọmọ. ẹ rántí ọmọ Bulgaria tí mo ní mo communicate pẹ̀lú. tí mo ní wà ní kí ló ń pè ní Bulgaria. wọ́n fi ṣe wọ́n mà ní lédè kí má dáhùn lọ́hùn. àwọn wèrè group àwọn tó ń bà nǹkan jẹ́ kémi dí àyìn jàre àpárá mi síjọba lọ́hùn. má dáhùn lọ́hùn lédè kémi. bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọdẹ ti bàjẹ́ rẹpẹtẹ ìyá dàgbòrú. at least ẹni miss lady k èmi náà rẹ máa fi etí kan gbọ́ èmi náà rẹ máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ṣe ẹni kan fọwọ́ mi. food hygiene àwọn kan fọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó wà very important àfọwọ́ màmí ju gbogbo eléyìí wọn bọ sí àkọ́ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ náà torí jams ojoojúmọ́ la máa ń gbé jams káàkiri kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dáná àkọ́ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ náà àfọwọ́ àfọ dáadáa àfọ àlọ sókè àlọ sílẹ̀. Azeez báwo ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi gbogbo títì ló ti dá báyìí ní sáwọn èèyàn ti lọ sí skul àwọn èèyàn ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ àwa tá à níṣẹ́ la wà nílé báyìí àwa tá à níṣẹ́ tán náà níṣẹ́ la wà nílé. play vn dedike àwọn wèrè ẹ má jẹ́ wòtòwòtò à ń bẹ lọ dedike wọn wà pẹ̀lú ẹ à ń gbọ́ ẹ ní bíbà ẹyin mẹ́ta ni máa ń jẹ o tèmi méjì ò lè ka mi lẹ́nu ẹyin mẹ́ta ò ní máa jẹ ẹyin mẹ́ta ò ní máa jẹ. bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá ṣe ń gbé agbọ́rẹ̀ má dá padà fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni iṣẹ́ ń tẹ̀síwájú bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá Akíntóyè diplomacy ọmọ máa kọ lẹ́tà lójoojúmọ́ lẹ́tà mi wá reply. ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kí à ń gbádùn ẹ̀ à ń gbádùn láti Koikimedia kitchen Koikimedia kitchen à ń gbádùn lédè ké lọ́wọ́. àwọn olórí burúkú ni wọn àmàdà wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn wérés bàbá 44 kò lè jẹyin ní Nàìjíríà mọ́ nísìn ẹ̀yin ti di gold bàbá 44 lè jẹyin mọ́ bàbá 44 kò lè jẹyin mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni adákẹ́tì bẹ́ẹ̀ni lédìkẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́lẹ́dìkẹ́ à ń gbádùn ẹja rí ọ̀tẹ̀ tí kó bá wa lórí burúkú ni wọn. ọdún fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 2033. Dagboru woman ti dagboru Dagboru woman. Ẹ bá fún lówó kó launch yẹn. Dagboru woman. Dagboru woman. What Dagboru? Láti mú kọfí kan sí. Agbádùn àlédèké àbáṣẹ lọ. Àti ń gbọ́ níbí wà ní kitchen ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lórí iṣẹ́. Àṣẹ ìmọ̀ rẹ̀. King of media tó ń parọ́. King of media tó lè lọ Nàìjíríà tó ń parọ́ fún yín. Báwo la ń parọ́ orí ti gbálẹ̀.
Kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe máa wo ṣó wèrè mídíà tínú èèyàn ò ní bàjẹ́ tí wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa wọ́n máa fèpè parí ẹ̀ wọ́n á gbé àwọn ọmọ lọ ṣe wọ́n á gbé bàbá tí tó yẹ ṣe pé.
Iṣu àtẹ̀yìn ni máa jẹ nìyẹn. Màá dín ẹyin sílẹ̀ iṣu lélẹ̀.
Wọ́n á dá padà fún wèrè mídíà.
Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n
máa ń lò.
Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n.
Máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ọkọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n.
Wọ́n ní tí wọ́n bá tó èèyàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ nítorí ọjọ́ tí ilé bá dá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n nìkan ní ó kù.
À ń gbádùn lè kẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wèrè mídíà. Ẹ dá àbọ̀ nìṣó.
Tẹ́ ń gbọ́ dáadáa.
Final decision ọwọ́ náà wà ló wà ìlànà máa sáré gbà máa ṣe gbà máa ṣá o ṣùgbọ́n final decision ọwọ́ náà wà nìkan ó wà so ìyẹn ni àfihàn gbà fọlọ́ náà wà tó ti ìlànà sáré.
Ẹ kàn máa parọ́ fún yín pọ́ǹtì gba kọ́ńtì lágbà.
ṣùgbọ́n
ẹ mọ kán pè kọ́ńtì sọ. Wọ́n sáré fún kọ́ńtì.
tó fẹ́ sí yẹn àjẹkù ṣe àjẹkù rí ṣe.
Eré rẹ̀ fún kọ́ńtì. Ó yà pé tí ń mad.
So ìyẹn ní ká fi gbà fọlọ́wọ́ wà lórí ìwò.
Orí rẹ̀ ìpọ́n tó bá ní kọ́ńtì.
Ó wà kéésì kan tó fẹ́ wá pé wá sí bàbá mi màmá mi. Àkéésì pé mo kàn wá fẹ́ wá pé wá sí. Ó ní pé mo gbọ́rọ̀ kan tó ń lọ lẹ́rẹ̀fẹ̀ lórí èmi ní ọ̀kan lọ́mọ àbí kí ló ń jẹ́. Máa ń bí Fúlàní yẹn tí máa ń sọ̀pọ̀ ti Fúlàní yẹn. So máa ń gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́yìn yẹn. Mo máa ti legacy ní ọkàn mo fa legacy wọnú ọdún system yẹn.
Ẹ̀kẹ́ sáré sọ síbi ìbẹ̀yẹ. Ayé ìyá máa wọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀kan lọ́mọ àti legacy èdè kí ò dá sí wàhálà ìmọ̀ dá sí. Ọ̀kan lọ́mọ tẹ́ bá wo program bí ẹ máa retí ní gbogbo. Ó máa ń pé àwọn èèyàn máa wò wọ́n máa retí ìjọ́ tí mo fẹ́ sọ sí mo máa sọ sí. Ó lè jẹ́ lẹ́ṣọ̀ níbi tá a máa wá ṣe ṣòfò sílẹ̀. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́wọ́ àti lẹ́gẹ̀sì bó dẹ̀ máa ṣe ṣó yẹn máa gbá jù.
Bóun sókè lè ní pé àgbádùn ẹ̀. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ náà ti jẹun láàárọ̀ ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà? Àbò ṣe ń dúró kí káwọn olóṣèlú fún ẹ lówó tó máa fi ra yín sílé níyàwó rẹ̀. Ṣé ó ń dúró fáwọn politician tó fún ẹ lówó kó máa fi bí ẹyin? Gbọ́ Lady K kò mọ́ tó ń sọ. Wọ́n fi Lady K sọ. Kò fi tẹ̀mí ṣe lẹ̀ níbí bá. Ayé kan lè ní jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ níbí bá. Kò má fi sísìn kan náà sọ fún mi.
So kí wàá wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé ká bá wo bí struggle yìí ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́.
Bí màá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀, ó máa bí bàbá tó ṣu ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Bí màmá ẹ̀ máa ṣe sọ̀rọ̀, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wá ní pọ́ìntì mo bí táà lọ́ṣùpọ̀ náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Lady K, ó máa kú kan. Àwọn náà wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Aláì.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. kẹ́mi bí mo darí mi.
A wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ lédi kí èké
ẹ̀kọ́ bí màá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní
Lóhùn sókè
ìsọ̀rọ̀
lédi kí.
onílàkàyè.
A wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
ṣẹ́ni mo máa ń sìn
A wà
bí o
pẹ̀lú
lè
ẹ̀ lédi
pẹ́
kí.
ní mídíà bí o ti máa gba kọ́ọ̀sì.
Ẹ má disturb wa. Kò tí gba call. Lédi kí o ti gba call.
Because ọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ló ti lè jáde ó ti di méjì bẹ́yẹn tí mo yọ wọ́n kúrò nínú gúrúùpù wèrè yẹn. Àti wúmà kan tó ń pè ní Àdùkẹ́ àbí Adéníyì àbí kékeré kan.
Àwọn wèrè.
Àti wúmà yẹn náà mo ṣì bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ pé wúmà yẹn dára níbẹ̀ lọ́lẹ́. Wúmà náà yìí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ onílàkàyè. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́pọlọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ aṣíwájú gidi. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìyè. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìtùnú. Máa ní kò yẹ kí lẹ́gẹ́sì àti ọ̀kọ́lọ́mọ kí wọ́n tún ṣì máa bọ́ tabọ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ. Inú gúrúùpù ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń fa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. Gbogbo bí àìsí bá pílẹ̀ fún ilé nínú gúrúùpù ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti wá. Ẹnì kan fọ́ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà tún débẹ̀.
Tó bá yá àwọn adákẹ́.
Máa ní kò yẹ kí wọ́n máa fà á nítorí lẹ́gẹ́sì ti jáde. Ó láwọn mọ̀ pé kan tó yẹ ni kò ń fáìtì fún. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ jáde ó sọ the same thing. Aláàjì Wàsíù Àyìndé Bàṣà bàbá náà jáde wọ́n sọ the same thing. Aláàjì Ṣọ́ọ̀bù Adéwùbá Gold bàbá dáadáa ọlọ́jọ́ rí wọn pẹ́.
Ẹ jà fi lédi kéèsì lẹ́ẹ̀díẹ̀. Sori ìwọ tó wà nílé tá à ń sọ fún ẹ pé politician ìwọ àgbàlagbà tó wà ní Nàìjíríà 40 years old ó ṣe wá olóṣèlú tó máa fún ẹ lówó torí pé wọ́n ti pa opportunity tó yẹ kó ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Yíbò tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ kó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Simon Ekpa kó lọ gbọ́ èyí tí Simon Ekpa ń sọ níbí báyìí ọmọ Yorùbá là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú pé mo mute Lady K so a máa fi etí kan bọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ kò yẹ nísìn ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ èlò ló ń ta ẹyin nísìn tí ìwọ tó ní ẹ rántí pé àwọn kan wọ́n ń dẹyin nù gbogbo alárí fídíò yẹn tó yẹ kí ẹni tó ń ṣe wàhálà kí ẹ kó máa dá iṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀nù tó bá yẹ pé Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n support wọn ní north lórí agriculture wọ́n support wọn ní north gan the northern part of Nigeria is enjoying because àwọn governors wọ́n fún wọn ní support but nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn governor fún yín ní support ẹ gbọ́ lédi kéèsì.
Fẹ́mi èdè ni máa block ẹ̀ kúrò bíbá ìbọn tí máa ń rẹ lórí platform àwọn èèyàn náà káàkiri olórí burúkú ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbéyàwó DSS the funnest Bọ́lá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀dí ṣọmọ Yorùbá mo ti lọ wo profile ẹ̀. So I'm blocking you today.
Ṣẹ́gbọ́n àwọn máa lè.
Èdè ni máa block ẹ̀. Gbogbo bá wà pé ìgbéyàwó DSS.
Àwọn máa lè.
Ọmọ Fúlàní dẹ̀ ni.
Olórí burúkú ni má dà lórí ti bẹ́ẹ̀.
Mo ti block ẹ̀.
Àwọn olórí burúkú máa lè.
So ohun tó lè mú Tinubu sọ wípé àwọn believe wọ́n Nàìjíríà kò dẹ̀ sí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè ṣe ní Nàìjíríà lọ́jọ́ torí ẹ lè sọ wípé ti Tinubu bá wò ẹ lè fọwọ́ wá Tinubu sẹ́yìn ní Nàìjíríà lọ́jọ́ torí irú ìdúró yẹn ti wá bọ́ta ó ti sọ wípé òun ò believe wọ́n Nàìjíríà kí lẹ́yìn kan wá sunkún orí sí kí ló wá fà tí lẹ́yìn sí ìfẹ́ kú tó bí ọ̀rọ̀ tó lè kú kí ló fà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kú lójúmọ́
wọ́n máa tọ́ra wọn Tinubu ló ti gbé lọ padà sí Paris yẹn wọ́n bọ̀ lédi ké Tinubu ló ti padà sí Paris yẹn a ní kò lálàáfíà yéyeyeyeye ẹ má bínú gbogbo ẹ ti dà wálẹ̀ ọ ẹ má bínú àpábẹ microwave ni mo gbé yín sí ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa ti gbàgbéra oye ṣé microwave ẹ ló ní gbogbo ẹ dà wálẹ̀ a ní Tinubu lálàáfíà kọ́lọ̀ fún lálàáfíà egg is 2,500 per crate ẹ ṣe gan ni Alájà Fatima èèyàn mélòó ló lè afford ẹ ẹ má bínú fóònù yẹn ò lè fọ́ ní screen protector àbọ̀rọ̀ mòye yín nísìn à ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé àwa ò bínú sí Tinubu àbájá èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ irọ́ má kàńsù bí ti bá wọ̀ èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ yàtọ̀ sí táwa fẹ́ èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ kọ́ làwa fẹ́ we all want different things ẹ má bínú ẹja rẹ̀ ṣùgbẹ́lẹ̀ dání báyìí because ó ń sleep ní orí ibi tó wà yẹn èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ kọ́ làwa fẹ́ We all want different things entirely. Tinubu fẹ́ election. Ó dẹ̀ ti ṣe election. But at the end of the day, in the long run, the North has a different agenda. So gbogbo àwọn politicians yẹn, olúkálùkù wọn kàn ṣe kí ni, wọ́n kàn play game. Wọ́n ti sọ Nàìjíríà di Mario. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nísìn. Wọ́n ti sọ Nàìjíríà di Nintendo. So Nàìjíríà ti di Nintendo. Táwọn olóṣèlú tí kó ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀ má bínú for now. Nàìjíríà ti di Nintendo. Ó ti di console. And that is why báyìí sọ pé Nàìjíríà yìí tí kò lè provide oúnjẹ ni the basic things tó ń jẹ bá ti kúrò nínú kíni àbùṣebùṣe but ìlú tí kò lè provide oúnjẹ fún yín agbọ́lẹ̀ ní kílọ̀. Iṣu mi ti fẹ́ rẹ di púpọ̀ ní yóò lè jẹ iṣu ní Nàìjíríà iṣu ti wọ́n ó ti gbóná àbíkí túbọ̀ púpọ̀ ní yóò lè jẹ iṣu ti wọ́n nílé. Kọ̀mọ́ expect postman iṣu ti wá wọ́n ṣe é kí n tó ó ti yọ ìgbẹ́ ó gbà. Tèmi Sunday Igboho ló fi gbéra ta ló mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ta ló mọ̀ ṣe kórí bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tèmi Sunday Igboho ló fi gbéra.
Kí ló máa dé yẹn bọ́lá nípa bàbá ńlá fi bàbá ńlá ẹ̀? Kí ló máa dé yẹn bó ṣe kó ìtọ́jú gbogbo bàbá ńlá fún ẹ̀? Pèsè owó ló máa dé yẹn bó tiẹ̀ kó bá ẹ̀ kó fa nà ẹ̀.
Má dà lóhùn.
Ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ọmọ àlè ni.
Tó bá dákẹ́, tó bá ṣe sùn.
Ọmọ àlè ni. Ọmọ àlè ni.
Mínísítà, èmi tó fẹ́ jù àti tátọ́ tiẹ̀.
Adó tẹ̀lé díkẹ́.
Ṣùgbọ́n pé mo họ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, mo pọ̀ ẹ lé, ṣùgbọ́n bí tó máa jẹ̀ kó tó máa ṣẹ̀ sí tó máa ṣubú.
Èmi ó kàn sleep ni. À ń gbádùn lédè ké lọ́wọ́.
Ọ̀gbọ́n, orí tó máa ṣẹ̀ sí, tó máa ṣe orí burúkú, tó máa wọnú ìgbèkùn adéladé, kò ní ṣàìṣe ìrọ̀rùn ẹ̀ṣù yẹn kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Èmi gbọ́.
Àsìkò ẹ̀sí àti orí burúkú ẹ̀ tó.
Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá sí rálì kankan? Ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ní sùúrù sínú lédè ké. A máa wọlé nàá torí program lédè ké tó bá fẹ́ wo full program lédè ké lọ sórí page yẹn kẹ́ lọ máa gbọ́ live ló wà. Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá sí tá fi parí gbogbo rálì ní London àrí ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí Alhaji Alabi mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin náà wá tá fi parí gbogbo rálì tá ṣe èmi àti ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Gbẹ̀du Walkabout a sì sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí after tí mo parí program yẹn tí mo ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí mo sì bá Gbẹ̀du sọ̀rọ̀ a sọ̀rọ̀ à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rálì ó dà pé Gbẹ̀du prepare magazine kò yẹ nísìn Gbẹ̀du prepare magazine àbọ̀rọ̀ mò ń yé yín ẹ má bínú pé mo ti mute Lady K so tá bá fi gbọ́ àtúpadà sórí ẹ̀ tá fi parí gbogbo rally ìyá Fatima don't call her ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ the woman is ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ agilintí gbogbo rally tá a ṣe ní UK ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yọjú gbogbo rally tá a ṣe ní UK àwọn tó wà ní Manchester àwọn kan fly wá láti Dublin not one rally kò yọjú sí London àwọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ náà wọ́n declare Yorùbá nation fún yín ẹ rí pé kò ṣe rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò normal kí ló dé tó fi sá fún rally ṣé kò fẹ́ kọ́ ọlọ́pàá tè ẹ mọ̀ gbogbo ata lọ fún rally lọ́lọ́pàá ní picture wa lọ́wọ́ ní UK kódà gbà tá à ń ṣe rally yẹn ìyá wa Àbíkẹ́ mọ́mí wa Àbíkẹ́ Àdé èmi náà máa ń tì síwájú Kóìkì wá sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo èmi náà máa tì síwájú ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ leader lọ́lọ́pàá a ti ṣe rally kan ní tọ́lọ́pàá wá bá mi pé ṣé mi ni leader kí ra kọ́ lè gba gbogbo details mi ẹ ti understand so àwọn kan sá fún rally wàhálà wà o ẹ má bínú ilẹ̀ ó ń yọ̀ gan ni ẹjọ́ fi fóònù sínú bẹ́ẹ̀sẹ̀ mo fi sínú cover ni ó rẹ̀ ti dá tí mi ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí Koikimedia màá tún ṣe mí màá fi sínú pouch ẹ̀ ní sin á lè hold torí pé kò sínú pouch ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń slip ó ti wà nínú pouch ní sin ẹ̀ pouch nílé power bank ni iPhone ló ń tà so àwọ̀ òkè ní sin màá dẹ́ gbé tí mi kúrò mbẹ́ ọ ti dá tí yẹn nu ẹ ti ranjú dá tí Koiki nù bó oúnjẹ mi ṣe wà on màá plug omi mi ní sin omi wà màá plug omi mi nùnù ló máa jẹ ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ oúnjẹ mi ẹ̀yin ayé ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí mo ṣe pépà ló máa jì lójú mẹ́ àbọ̀rọ̀ mi lóyún nísìn ló yẹ kó níbẹ̀ tá à rí ní rally kò wá sí rally ẹ̀yọ kan gbogbo rally tá a ṣe ní UK not even one single rally kò yọjú àwọn yẹn ló máa ń sọ fún yín pé interwan sọ make sense smoking grammar Felicia màá plug omi mi ìṣòro kò rí màá dá lé inú àtún plug omi mi ẹ̀rànjúmọ́ oúnjẹ tí mo jẹ gbọ́ lédíkè bó ń sókè mú bọ̀ ló ṣe network lédíkè. wọ́n máa flag ẹ̀ òótọ́ ló ń sọ lédíkè wọ́n máa flag àti plug omi mi.
ìtọ́ bá fẹ́ ìlọsíwájú fún ọmọ Yorùbá tí o fẹ́ kí Yorùbá lè ṣàdúró ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o ní sọ pé kó ìjàgbá sí mi bá yí wọ́wọ́ wá wàá jí mọ́ra tó bá dẹ̀ ti ṣe yàmọ̀yàmọ̀ wàá
yí sọ
kọ́ the only thing ní ọ̀rọ̀ bá kọ́lé nìyẹn wípé bá kọ́lé jú wà lóde kó mọ́ra ó dẹ̀ tún ti yé ló ti yé lọ nìyẹn o ẹ bá mẹ́ṣọ̀ iye àwọn tí bá kọ́lé bá kà sí lórí platform tí wọ́n dáwọ́ o ẹ bá mẹ́ṣọ̀ iye àwọn tí wọ́n fínú fẹ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n kọ́wọ́ fún bá kọ́lé tiẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé Sunday Igboho ló jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbà tiẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin fáǹsì ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi Olúwakẹ́mi Àyọ̀ká that is my reason. Mo challenge gbogbo yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kó mi jọ tẹ bá ṣorí burúkú lórí platform ẹ bọ́ síta ẹ wá lo èpè àdàbí tí ò bá ń ṣe wípé bàtí tó yẹ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé Ìgbòho tó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa sọ́ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho bàbá wa ní ìtọ́ni tó kúrú tó ga lórí kámẹ́rà tó bá ṣe ìgbàyẹlẹ tẹ̀lé ẹ bọ́ síta I challenge.
ẹ kọ́ máa parọ́ máa wọ́n tẹ̀ lédíkè.
tí ò bá ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí Sunday Ọbadéyẹmọ ṣe.
ẹ kọ́ máa parọ́ fúnra wọn.
ìṣòyẹ kó bíbẹ̀ ṣe àgbáyé ìdílé lórí tí mo fi tẹ̀lé. ẹ bọ́ síta kẹ wá fi àdàbí fúra.
ó kù díẹ̀ ní everybody ló máa lọ sọ́run.
ẹ lè bring Sunday Igboho down wèrè lẹ́jọ́.
ẹ lè bring Igboho down aṣọ nípa máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ tá a máa fi kú ni.
ẹ fà wò tutù ní ìjọ kan.
back to back pẹ̀lú àwọn àti Igboho.
wípé wá bá a kọ́lé kọ́. ẹ gbà question gbogbo yín gbà
back to back àti gbà fún Ìgbòho àti bàbá Akíntóyè àti bàbá Ilóge orí yín ti gbálẹ̀ gbóhùn sókè lédèké ọ ti dá tí mi nù lédèké Ọlọ́run.
dájú bí kọ́kọ́ dájú bí ọlọ́run kọ́ mi fún mi ní ìjọ lọ́ọ̀ṣì mi wọ́n ní ilé tí Ọlọ́run kọ́ ní lédèké wà láìsàlá ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́tìkọ́ lóun bá kó.
ẹ tíra irọ́ lẹ pa gbóhùn ìkẹ́ morúkọ wa lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Àjẹ̀bú irọ́ lẹ pa. láṣẹ Èdùmàrè lédèké.
ẹyẹ tọkọdé yẹn wọ́n nínú gúrúùpù yìí tí ẹ̀ bá dé làákàyè tí ẹ̀ rí ṣẹ́ṣe ẹ tọkọdé yẹn bọ́ sílẹ̀ ẹ já tẹ̀síwájú.
wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣífù orúkọ tó ń jáwó nìyẹn nígbà tí tó yẹ kó rí bẹ̀ pé forúkọ ṣífù tó fi pawó tán ó wá ní ṣífù mọ́ ṣe ọmọ àlè born bastard mẹ́tò mọ́ èkó rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kí ló tẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n bá ń ṣe pé fracas kọkùnrin wọn yọ ń ṣe lórí social media tẹ́lẹ̀.
kí ni wàhálà títí ọkọ ní Ìgbòho lè rí.
omi tí tó àtúmú tí bá dìde.
bàbá títí yín ọkọ títí yín gbogbo ẹbí títí yín tí wọ́n lè rí tí wọ́n lè dọ̀ padà ẹ̀ fún wọn bọ́ síta.
ẹ̀yin ò ṣe gbé family yìí jáde.
ṣó yẹ kó bíbẹ̀ ọlọ́kọ náà èmi ọlọ́kọ single mother ni mí ó ṣe gbé ọkọ ẹ̀ bọ́ síta ọlọ́kọ ẹ̀yìn ló yọ padà ọlọ́kọ ẹ̀yìn yẹn ti fi lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́sùn. ó ti tó tẹ̀ ó ti wá blọ́ọ̀gà àwọn ọmọ mi blọọkì blọọkì délédélé tàbí òṣì. ọkọ̀ tó wà tí ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ wà nínú ilé ẹ̀ PDP ni ó.
ẹ gbọ́
ọkọ̀ tó gbé ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ ilé lọ́dọ̀ burúkú kìíní kan láti ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ wà ní jẹ́yẹ tí kúrọ́jọ súná.
ẹ bá mi rẹ yín tèmi o ẹ bá mi rẹ.
Show your money back. I challenge you this afternoon. Come outside with your full shirt. What people go out here along with you and go out so people go with you.
Ẹ gbọ́rọ̀. Ẹ gbọ́rọ̀. Ọkọ ń ṣe PDP àwọn ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Ẹ gbọ́, èmi náà gbọ́, Manchester ló wà. Àwọn tó mọ̀ dáadáa wọ́n ti sọ bí tó wà fáwà. Ẹ gbọ́. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Àwọn PDP caucus ní London nìyẹn lọ́pọ̀ fún ẹ tó níbẹ̀ ṣe. Gé wọn jẹ. Àwọn àtọ̀ ń gbọ́ ní Yorùbá, gé wọn jẹ dáadáa.
Ẹbí ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kó tútù repeat.
Gé wọn jẹ.
Mi ò lọ́kọ lé. Mi ò ní ọkọ. Single mother ni mí.
Kò mátà, single mother pọ̀ London, má fi yẹn ṣe.
Single mother. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní ẹbí.
Nà dífá.
Tí wọ́n fara wọn sílẹ̀ fún Yorùbá nation. Àfẹ́bí.
Kò wá wo single mother ní
UK. Tó bá
UK.
jẹ́ pé mo wà nílé ọkọ ni, ó ṣú ọ̀fun mi látàrí Ọlọ́run ní Yorùbá nation lọ́kọ tó wá ṣe.
Tó sọ̀dù.
Wọ́n ti mí lọ́kọ. Olùjẹ́ pé mo ṣe wà ìtí bá fẹ́
Ó yàrá kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ nísùrù lẹ́ríkè. Nísùrù.
Mi ò lè ṣe kí ni.
Nísùrù lẹ́ríkè. Ó dàbí bí ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation nísìn. Kíyàwó mi wá máa ń ṣe APC kó máa ṣe PDP. Ṣé ẹ rí pé kò make sense? Ẹ rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò jáde dáadáa. Kémi máa ṣe Yorùbá nation lójoojúmọ́ kíyàwó tí mo gbé sílé tàjọ ń gbélé tàjọ ń sùn tàjọ ń jí kó wá náà ń ṣe PDP. Ẹ rí pọ́rọ̀ yẹn ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí àkọ́kọ́ ẹ lè ranjú mọ́ èlé àkọ́kọ́ lẹ ranjú mọ́ ẹ lè ranjú mọ́ èlé ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa ẹ lè ranjú mọ́ lóní teaspoon yẹn wà àkọ́kọ́ lẹ ranjú mọ́ èmi náà lè gbé síbẹ̀ nígbà tí màá gbé sí nísìn gbóhùn sókè lè díkè àgbádùn ẹ.
ọkọ lè ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
wọn náà kọ ọṣọ ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ PDP ló ń ṣe.
ọmọ mi ò bá ti fi lọ sí òwúrọ̀.
ẹ ti wọ one chance. ẹ ti wọ one chance. ẹ ti wọ one chance.
fún ìtẹ̀síwájú ìyàtọ̀ Yorùbá nation gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́.
ṣé ń gbọ́.
tó lè lọ update àwọn PDP ẹgbẹ́.
ilé wa gbóná dáadáa gbóhùn sókè à ń gbọ́ ẹ lè díkè.
tó jẹ́ níbi PDP. tó jẹ́ pé ti Ṣèyí Mákindé lọ́ṣẹ́. ṣé ọkọ ní ẹ̀rọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí Yorùbá nation lọ.
láyé níbo ọ̀rẹ́.
bí ọkọ ṣó yẹ kó níbẹ̀ ṣe wáyé tẹ bá pàdé ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tẹ bá pẹ̀ ṣó yẹ kó bá nílò ẹ má pàdé ṣó yẹ kó níbẹ̀ o. ẹ má pàdé ṣó yẹ kó níbẹ̀ PDP níbẹ̀. bí ọkọ ṣe máa gbádùn ojú yín nìyẹn tó bá ní ìwà fi gbogbo Ọlọ́run ṣe fún ẹ wá fi búra.
ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ ń gbọ́.
ṣó yẹ kó níbẹ̀ tó bá sọ wípé ìwà ni mo pa fún ẹ kí gbogbo nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fún ẹ ó wá fi àwọn òní ilẹ̀ tó sọ wípé ó gbé ẹnu ẹyẹ ó wá fi ṣọbalẹ̀ lórí wípé ọkọ ẹ̀ ò kí ṣe PDP.
kò ní jáde kò ní sọ̀rọ̀.
ọkọ sí nínú PDP group PDP member group tó wà ní Manchester òkè náà ṣe ní tirẹ̀. gbogbo bó ṣe ń gbìyànjú Yorùbá nation.
ṣe rí movement àwọn kan ní ẹ ti sọ dìjà ẹ ti sọ di fracas ara movement náà ni oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa ń yọjú nínú movement tó bá mọ tán pè ní movement àṣẹwánú movement làwánú ẹ movement táwọn kan kú sínú ẹ àwọn tá a ṣe wà láyé ó mọ bọ́yé lépa wa lójoojúmọ́ àdúrà tó ń gbà ní pé kọ́ rí wa pa ni Ọlọ́run ló pa wá ìwọ lè mọ̀ náà orí social media lẹ́yìn jókòó sí orí social media lẹ́yìn jókòó sí àdúrà kan pa wá tí wọ́n lè rí wa pa bóhun ìkẹ́ mú orúkọ wa lọ sẹ́ni wẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín ẹ̀ ń waste time ara yín ibi tó bá wù yín ni kẹ́ gbé orúkọ mi lọ ẹ̀ ń waste time ara yín ẹni ẹ gbé lọ sí Indian ẹ gbé lọ sí Pakistan mo sọ fún yín pé ní Senegal wọ́n odindi Quran ló ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ lé wa lórí ní Senegal odindi Quran lọ́nà ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ ní Senegal àwọn tó jẹ́ èèyàn wa tó wà níbẹ̀ ìyàwó Lai Mohammed last year December ó sì wà ní Senegal ibi tó bá mú ní kẹgbẹ́ orúkọ wa lọ a sì wà nínú movement àbọ̀rọ̀mọ̀ yìí nísìn náà wá káàkiri dáa ẹ̀yà play lè rẹ̀kùn sí.
why tó wá ń wọ ọba ní ìyàwó bí wọ́n fún wọn. why is the question. I know you are worshiping. why.
jáde kí n lè ti window náà.
fi gbogbo ogún àjí yẹ fi gbogbo ìṣẹ̀dá bílíọ̀nù ọmọ Yorùbá àtàwọn ilẹ̀ kò fi búra. bíbí ọmọ ṣe PDP kò dẹ̀ sí nínú PDP members Manchester. wọn ò ní gúrúùpù tó máa ṣe anniversary kẹ́ẹ̀mí yẹ. ayé ò ní balance wọnú ọlọ́làbọ̀.
kámẹ́rà wà nínú ilé ibi tó wà.
ẹ wá ṣọwọ́ Adéyẹmọ ó ń gbé kámẹ́rà sílé ìjọba mọ́nítù ẹ̀ tó lẹni tó lè fi ṣe bọ́kọ̀ ti tiẹ̀ ń jẹ́ òun lọ yọ padà òun lọ ń bọ̀. àfà ẹ má bínú aṣọ ọ̀dọ̀ ìyàwó ní lọ́kọ̀ ní gbọ̀gbọ̀ o tó dà fà lọ́pọ̀ ẹ má bínú o ẹ má bínú o bí o wá fún yín o I just want people to know.
nísòro lè di pé mú bọ̀ ìtẹ̀yàn understand ni pé politician tó wà nílé wọ́n mọ̀ pé the more tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fún ní reason tá fẹ́ lọ ọkàn yín máa ṣí kúrò lára wọn torí ní sinmi ti fẹ́ parí ẹ̀ ẹyin mẹ́ta àti iṣu slice mẹ́ta òun ni mò ń jẹ báyìí kò mean anything but fún wọn is a big thing tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́lé Nàìjíríà nísìn ó lè tó máa ná àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn àpè tí yẹn dànù lẹ́ẹ̀kan so ìyẹn mo ṣe ń nu màá dẹ̀ ṣèlú dáadáa létà àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹ so wọ́n mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa ṣe ń jáde kò tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹ nísìn gbogbo bí yẹ window tí mo ṣí yẹn ló jẹ́ káwọn flies ẹ̀ máa wọlé ìkan ló wà nínú tí mo fẹ́ rí jáde o nítorí méjì mi bàtẹ́gùn yẹn lọ́ba ti rí atẹ́gùn ọmọ jáde àbọ̀rọ̀ mi rẹ̀ nísìn because the Yorùbá politician ebi tó fi ń payín lélẹ̀ ebi àìríjẹ àìrímu àìrílò o sick kò sẹ́ni tó lè sick Bọ́lá Tinubu sick nísìn wọ́n ń gbé lọ Paris níbo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ pé prime minister wá sick àwa gbé lọ sí Germany àbá gbé wá sí Africa káwá treat ẹ̀ níbo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ ẹ nínú tàn pé UK o prime minister UK sick àwa gbé wá sí Africa káwá treat ẹ̀ àwọn tí Bọ́lá Tinubu fẹ́ lọ bá yẹn àwọn wo ló train wọn Buhari ní sí so Buhari sì wà London very good so Buhari sì wà London kò padà I thought mo rò kó ti padà ní ṣé bàbá ṣì wà pẹ̀lú mi ní London ṣé Buhari ó ti wà London ṣùgbọ́n tó eyín ni Buhari wá jókòó sí London ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà ṣe tóbi tó ààrẹ ni tó lè treat eyín Buhari orí pẹ̀lú yàn gbádùn létíkè bọ́ọ̀n sókè.
òun ló jẹ́ kó máa gbé propaganda oríṣiríṣi jáde.
àgbọ̀.
èmi lọ sí ilé ìgbòho èmi ò ní kámẹ́rà o àtìsàlẹ̀ báyìí tí mo ti wọ́ọ̀kì tí mo ti fò tí mo ti juwọ́ ẹkún mọ̀ èmi pẹ́ mi náà ni.
life lẹ́yìn bọ́ọ̀ létíkè wà life.
bẹ̀yẹ kọ́là lọ lé.
bá mi ẹ máa fi làákà ìlú ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹni bá lè dáṣe kó dáṣe ẹni tó bá délé tí ó bá rí kankan mi ò bá ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó lẹ̀ ní kwanta pẹ̀lú máa yí látilẹ̀ yàtọ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó wù ní bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àtẹ̀jẹ́ pé bóyá struggle yìí ni a rí sọ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí gbogbo wa náà dẹ̀ mọ́ lu àṣẹ ńlá pé bóyá kí á lè bọ́ ló pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ́ ẹni tó gbé ní problem pẹ̀lú àwọn pípọ̀ yìí tẹ́lẹ̀ sport ẹ jẹ́ kí á wo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn òwe pé bóyá yẹn ló sì jẹ́ kó jáde sí wa.
wàá rí ti sọ̀rọ̀ á ti gbọ́. ẹ kí èkó ẹ bó ṣe mú sísá mi. ṣé o mọ̀ pé ní Dubai air condition ló máa ń tàn àwọn tó gbé Dubai lè confirm ẹ̀ bí Dubai gbóná ju Nàìjíríà lọ èmi ti débẹ̀ rí lẹ́ẹ̀mejì kọ́lọ́n tún jẹ́ kí n lè ráyè lọ sí the first trip mi lọ sí Dubai mọ̀ sí mi ló sponsor trip yẹn after tí ìwé mi jáde ni mo lọ Dubai àbúrò mi tó tẹ̀lé mi ó pàdé wa ní Dubai mọ̀ sí mi ló facilitate trip yẹn kò ní dá fún gbogbo yín ó rò pé olóṣì làwa ni bí ìwé mi ṣe jáde di pé mo kọ́kọ́ máa jáde kúrò ní UK Dubai ni mo lọ ní àbúrò wa pàdé wa ní láti Nàìjíríà nígbà tó fún ní visa wọ̀ sí UK mo kì í ṣe visa o bí èèyàn kan bá sọ pé mo ò ní Nàìjíríà nọ́mbà tó bá báyọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti gbá ẹ ó ṣe sàárà nìyẹn yẹn adjust fóònù ilé dáadáa kó lè jókòó dáadáa mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ó ń ṣọmọ lókù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó máa dàbí pé kò ní wáyé bọ̀ Nàìjíríà máa pín ìjọ tó fẹ́ pín ní gbogbo ọ̀tí mọ̀ òun lè réta kan sá wàhálà tá à ń ṣe tó bá yẹ pé Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ó fi ọ̀la wọn wá màá kàn jókòó báyìí máa wo gbogbo yín ni pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ kúrò ní UK after 15 years lẹ́yìn tí mo wọlé mo sọ fún pé mo ti ṣí YouTube page kan kò yan ẹ màá kọ́ máa upload my life in UK 30 minutes ni màá ṣe màá upload ẹ̀ wàá máa lọ gbọ́ níbẹ̀ pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ travel jáde ibà yóò ṣe motivational place a fẹ́ fọ́ Nàìjíríà máa pín Nàìjíríà ibà ní platform yẹn tó bá tẹ́ lọ́rùn kò get out pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ travel out lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo step wọnú ilé yìí ní UK ni mo mìíràn mo ti yó nísìn wàhálà Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́ 8 years olórí burúkú Buhari ó sì wà ní London ó ń tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ olùlòṣì Fúlàní ìbí wọ̀ mọ̀ mí nígbà yẹn Ìgbòho ló jẹ́ ká popular ọ̀lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ là ń jẹ lọ́lá bọ̀ kó tó mọ̀ mí ìyá tó bí mi ó ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ó ra tèmi ó ra tàbúrò mi ó kó wa lọ sí Dubai apartment lágbà 2 bedroom because I couldn't see my brother for èmi ò rí kódà tó fi ṣe ìyàwó ní Nàìjíríà èmi ò lè lọ ẹni tó bá níwèé ló máa travel ìyẹn láti sọ fún yín pé country ń ṣe intẹ́yìn rò pé ya burúkú yẹn sọ táwọn sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ ṣe sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ àtẹ̀lé Ìgbòho ẹ jẹ́ àtẹ̀lé bàbá yìí lóge ẹ jẹ́ àtẹ̀lé YSL ẹ jẹ́ àlọ báyìí ẹ jẹ́ àmà ṣe báyìí ẹ ní ọ̀nà ìyẹn ṣọ̀nà ẹ kí ń ṣe èrè ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí ó yẹ yín tábà ṣépè fún ọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sísítà mi ní nísìn inú òru ló wà ó ń làágùn bòyòyò ni bòyòyò ló ń làágùn tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó dáa ní Nàìjíríà ó yẹ kí sísítà mi kó wà ní air condition olówó wà ní air condition àwọn wá ń dán gbìgbìgbìgbì ṣé wọ́n ti bá wa rí olórí Elégùṣì ó yà pé wọ́n ní ṣé sólórí ti jáde ẹnu mi kọ́ ló ti máa jáde for now wọ́n ní olórí lọ ṣe kinní kan ọba nírọ́ kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o can you imagine àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn àwọn wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ mo sọ fún pé gbà tí mo rí MC Olúọmọ pẹ̀lú sísítà wa TNT ó wọ kaftan báyìí inú air condition la máa wà tára wọn máa ó mọ̀ pé tó bá wà nínú air condition tó dẹ̀ ń jẹun tó dáa tó dẹ̀ ń mu juice mo rí igwe náà tó jókòó síbẹ̀ tó ń top up orange juice lórí pé kùnmi ti yọ báyìí ẹ kí lọ máa ṣe exercise kó lè wálẹ̀ báyìí a ti wà ní summer wife mi ló ń pè mí ó di bí ta fọ̀rọ̀ sí tẹ́lẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ó yá Kini. Eh? Mo gbọ́. Arrangement wo ni yẹ báyìí? Pé o máa pè mí padà half an hour. Ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn wá.
Nígbà tí kò wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dúpẹ́ yá ẹ̀sìn ò bá lè ṣọdẹ́. Òun lọ sátẹ̀lé tó lọ́ba pé ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣó yẹ kó rí ojú tó kọ́ báyìí. Olóyún kò ní ojú tó yẹ. Ìwà fẹ́ kí kò wọ́n bá wọ́n lè fi ìgbò dà o. Òun á fi ẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀sìn. Omi á kó ẹ̀ ilé á kó ẹ̀ ló kọ́là.
Èyí ọmọ ẹ má bínú. Ìyàwó mi ló ń pè.
CCTV camera kì í ṣe pé wọ́n fi ń sọ̀rọ̀. CCTV camera ó fi protect ara ẹ̀ ni. Ó ṣe wà yẹn.
Ẹni ọmọ tí Lady K line tó ń lọ. Mo lọ in and out ni. Let me say this to a lot of you at home. Mo kí mi ìyàwó ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Bọ́lá Tinlo TV. You see that country called Nigeria? The president, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ó wà ní ó ṣe yín ní London. I don't understand. Say bàbá, gbogbo dignitary tó wá sí UK wọ́n ti fly jáde. Do you know pé àwọn tó wá big people láti Saudi Arabia, láti Oman, láti this, láti that, gbogbo wọn ti padà. But Nigeria president is still here. Wọ́n náà ń tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Aago kan la máa parí program yìí. So I have just half an hour. Kúṣẹ́ Lady K, ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Gbogbo president, they've returned back to their base. But ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó ń bú mi, president ẹ wà ní London wèrè. Ó ń bú Koikimedia. President ẹ wà ní London, ó ń gba treatment. Incoming president, òun ti lọ sí Paris. Torí pé kò make sense. Torí pé kò add up. And this is meant to be your normal basic life. Ayé tèmi jẹ ní bíbá, bó ṣe jẹ́ kórí náà nìyẹn. Ìtí bàbá olówó fẹ́ fún gbogbo wa nìyẹn. Kébi má bàa pa wá, kíyà má bàa jẹ wá. So that irú ọjọ́ báyìí, àní wá máa tàn án bí kí ló wà ní pé èèyàn jẹ́ṣọ́ àtẹ̀yìn. But rí jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Tó bá lọ sí restaurant nísìnyí kó fẹ́ jẹ́ṣọ́ àtẹ̀yìn, gbèsè ní. Wọ́n ẹyin crate 2,800 naira. Ẹ wo fídíò kan táwọn kan tó ń ju ẹyin nù. Your president ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi, president ó wà ní London. So kí ló wá sọ fún mi pé kí n máa bọ̀ nílé orí ọ̀pẹ nìyẹn náà. Because your president cannot sit in Nigeria and fix ẹyin. Ó máa ń ní problem nígbà míì. Tó bá ń jẹ sweet, tó bá ń jẹ chocolate, ìgbà míì ó máa ń ní problem. So kò wá sí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó lè bá wa tọ́jú president Muhammadu Buhari kó bá wa tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀. London lọ ti ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ìwọ wá ní kèmí wálé sórí pé kò make sense. Lórí pórí ọ̀pẹ. Tí bá lọ sí Abuja house, kọ́lọ̀ fún mi ní strength. Tí bá ṣeré lọ sí Abuja house nísìn. Tí bá múra military camouflage. The worst case tó lè ṣe ni pé wọ́n kàn lè pe ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ dúró síbẹ̀. But ọlọ́pàá ò ní right láti sọ fún mi pé kí n kúrò níwájú bẹ̀. Mo kí ìyá Ọmọlára Ìyábọ̀. Màmá dáadáa. Tí bá lọ sí Abuja house, which is maximum 1 hour 30 minutes, ló máa gbé mi débẹ̀. Tí bá lọ jókòó síwájú bẹ̀, tí mò ń pariwo lórí burúkú Buhari kò ní dá fún ẹ, kò sí nǹkan tọ́lọ́pàá máa ṣe fún mi. Màá tún wọ military camouflage gbé báyìí. Mo ti lọ síbẹ̀ tó ń take picture mi. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ń dọ́gbọ́n ni. Wọ́n dúró sábẹ́ ewé àwọn lórí burúkú. Ìjọ́ kan tí mo lọ síbẹ̀, wọ́n dúró sábẹ́ ewé. Wọ́n wá ń yọ fóònù yẹn báyìí. Mo ní no mo ní mi lè lé yẹn ya picture yẹn dáadáa. Ara risk táwa ń take nìyẹn. ara risk tí ìyàwó àyè tèkì ni pé wọ́n gbé lọ sí DSS ìyà tó jẹ́ ìwọ tí ì jẹ́ ó wá ń bu òun bú Lady K oríporí ọ̀pẹ because kò make sense a whole president tó ń control 200 million people ó wá ń sọ fẹ́mi kémi máa bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà to come and do what kí ló wà Nàìjíríà tí mo fẹ́ wá ṣe bí bá fẹ́ jẹyin nísìn ẹ lọ rẹyin 2800 iṣu èlò ló ń taṣu ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Nàìjíríà èlò ló ń taṣu lé ní nísìn iṣu tí wàgbọ́n ti tán dé n bá fi túbù iṣu wọ̀nyí náà pé the last one ìyá ìsè tí mo jẹ nísìn aago kan la máa parí ètò so I have 25 minutes so àtẹ̀bá ní nǹkan mi tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ ṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dúró pẹ̀lú wa àdúpẹ́ àní èlò ló ń taṣu ààrẹ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan comment so kò sẹ́yìn kan tó ń gbé Nàìjíríà mọ́ ewu ọ̀la ń gbé labroad nísìn Nigeria is a crime scene èlò ló ń ta tube of iṣu ní Nàìjíríà ṣé 10,000 naira ni àyìn mọ́mí wa tẹ́ wà ń lé tẹ́ sì máa ń raṣu sílé tí àwọn èèyàn sì máa ń jà sáróṣá àbúrò táwọn èèyàn sì máa ń wá free party ẹni tó ọ̀pẹ á dẹ̀ wọṣọ á lọ jókòó sí party torí oúnjẹ tó máa jẹ ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń ṣe gate kó tó wọlé wàá fi iv wọlé because ẹlòmíì kàn máa branch yà kó jẹun kó máa lọ akọ̀rọ̀ àwọṣọ white ó mọ̀ pé white yẹn normal outfit fún party ni bọ́bá máa ṣọ̀gbọ́n tó bá ti wọ white á wọlé á jẹ pepper soup á jẹ tó á tún gbé take away á dẹ̀ máa lọ́lé take away yẹn fẹ́ lọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ nílé. ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation mo tẹ̀lé wọn lọ party kan níjẹ̀bù mo ń sunkún ni àti àjẹkù àti gbogbo ẹ̀ àtàmàlàtẹ̀bà àti ọ̀ǹda gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀ ni àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lórí tébù ṣèbẹ́yìn náà máa ń rí wọn èbí wà lájọ́ rí wọn kò make any sense àbí ó normal bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí nìyẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn parents wọn lè jáde wá ní káwọn ọmọ yẹn gbogbo wa every weekend ló ń ṣe party níjẹ̀bù mo tẹ̀lé wọn lọ níjọ́ kan mo sunkún síta bọ̀ mọ́ kò ní dá fún poverty olórí burúkú gbáà ní gbogbo àwọn tẹ́yìn pé lólóṣèlú yẹn they are born bastard wọ́n kàn fi ń tayò wọ́n fi ń play ludo chukuchukuchukuchuku pọ́n 6-2 tó pọ́n 6-6 ó di 12 wọ́n wá ń lọ báyìí wọ́n wá ní ká máa ọwá create APC branch àwọn yẹn níbí báyìí wọ́n máa ń jà wọ́n ń ṣàgùn burúkú síra wọn tí mo mọ̀ ní olórí burúkú ní gbogbo APC tó wà ní UK wọ́n máa ẹ̀rí ìrànwọ́ fraction bíi mẹ́ta ni wọ́n àwọn kan ní sì máa láì pẹ̀lú Tinubu àwọn kan ti fraction mẹ́ta ní APC ní UK we are just 20 minutes away before the end of the program àgbà kọlù ẹ̀ tó ń pè Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari tó o bá ti gbọ́ ó sì wà ní London ó náà máa spend another 1 week your president still in London ó máa spend 1 week more pẹ̀lú wa níbí báyìí so that means the whole of Abuja does not have hospital láti treat eyín Buhari eyín tàn lóyìn eyín Buhari eyín tó fi ń jẹ góró. Is that the kind of lifestyle we want? Ẹ má bí mo tẹ comment tẹ ti lọ rẹpẹtẹ ẹ ṣe jàre wọ́n ní between 700 and 1,000 naira ni wọ́n ta ṣu tó o bá ra ṣu ká lè sọ pé wé 1,000 wàá ra crate ẹyin ò lè jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán àbí wàá ra mẹ́ta èlò ló ń ta ẹyọ kan ẹyin 100 naira ló ń ta àbí 70 naira. These are meant to be peanuts but níbi táwọn èèyàn ríṣẹ́ how many people are doing full-time job púpọ̀ ní yóò ní ẹni tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan ẹ̀ ní contract Nàìjíríà ló máa lọ rú pọ́npọ́n wá fún ẹ ní 3,000 a day money. The basic salary in Nigeria is about 30,000 naira. State mélòó ló ń san 30,000 naira. All the governors cannot pay salary. Everybody knows all these things, but they are saying that it's a matter of time. Koiki, they come up with the same argument that we've been hearing since 1999. We're still hearing it in 2023. Where the president cannot be treated in Nigeria. Moki, Sister Agbemeleke. And when we are out here talking to everybody, some are saying, shut up! And then so what? It's okay. Story. Two different types of bread. Bagel, ele, slice. Oh yeah, bread you can now new. You do mama near, you know, cheese bread. You know, bagel, ele, sliced bread, ele. The basic things of life. And our people continue to tolerate nonsense. Do you think that this political party can change Nigeria? Egbomi Jimmy. Konje Jimmy Boyo, another Jimmy Lele. Sheffield way, this political party, the way they are structured, they are running the Senate, the House, the governor, the local government chairman, and all different parastatals within our state. Do you think that they will be able to solve our problem? And if they cannot solve our problem, and you are saying for argument's sake, we should remain in Nigeria. So how much time do we need to give? Because already we have run democracy for 24 years. Are you saying that we wait for another 24 years and I will be 40, 40 plus 20, or the 60. So I'll be around 60 something years old. So you want me to be 60 something years old to think that Nigeria will work? Because if we had another 20 years to what they've done, that will be around, or you probably think that Koiki, no, America democracy is about 500 years old. I'll be years old. So Agbodo draw the time here. With the way this kind of generation that we're missing, so you want us to be thinking like, oh, we have to wait because the British system is a long democracy and we must wait like that. Even though a lot of people are well educated onto the British standard that will have allowed you to come there and it's not working. These political parties do not give damn about our problem, which is why we need to break up Nigeria. And it's right. And we should do it violently. But our people don't want that. I can't give argument. Form political party. They about to form political party. Penetrate one. Wale. But you guys did not even vote Showore. Showore is a political party. Showore represents a political party and a revolutionarist and an activist. And he's been around. So Showore that is even trusted, is been around, like him or hate him. The Yoti Showore kuro nínú Nigeria. Like him or hate him, the yo Omoyele Showore kuro. Taban sọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria, ama sọ̀rọ̀ Omoyele Showore. He was almost killed while he was in Unilag. Los America, after the whole revolution of fighting the MK Abiola time and blah blah blah. Benny, Egbomi Jimmy, how much are we going to talk? It's good. Kimawasi Kichi. Normally, tó bá jẹ́ pé YouTuber ni mí, mo mọ̀ tí mo lè máa ṣe. O máa tán pè ní YouTuber. YouTuber ní sọ̀rọ̀ break up of a country. O máa máa ṣàwọn ìgbà mi, ìkan mo wò kan lánàá nínú ilé mi. Wọ́n bi ìyàwó mi pé, ṣé kí ni táwọn ṣe òun ló pawó fáwọn people because they have about almost millions of followers and they're making money. YouTube don't make owó. But our nísìn, we are trying to be very careful. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan táwọn ṣe. And that's why we are different from the YouTuber. Egbomi Awofeso sọ pé Jimmy, only elected politicians can decide the fate of the Southwest with the backing of the Yoruba citizens. Ṣé àwọn ẹmọ pé mo sọ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ àti ṣe program kọjá láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ eléyìí kejì. Mo ní Tinubu ti kọ́ wọn lẹ́pọ̀n gbogbo wọn tàbádẹ́ ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀n nísìn tí àwọn kan máa tètè dìde ẹ̀pọ̀n báwo kẹ̀ lórí program. Tinubu has owed them to strangle. So the expectation now for a lot of people that disagree with the way táwa fi ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation pé no, this is not the way it's meant to be. Koiki, it does not matter ó bá máa pariwo lórí social media, it is not going to be like this. Bó ṣe máa work ni pé àwọn representative wa, now that Tinubu has that opportunity, a máa wòran ojú ló pẹ́ sí. Ìgbà tí Buhari dé ní 2015, tá bá sọ pé Buhari máa fẹ́ ṣe tán lénìí, ẹ ṣe gan mọ́mí wà lára mo tẹ́ ẹ̀ pẹ́ abẹ́ Sowore with 9 lives like a car, what party? I can't love him less. Wallahi. Ọmọ Yẹlé Sowore, mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàjẹ́. Ọkùnrin gidi ni. Risk tó ń take. Èmi gan ti take risk yẹn. Nínú ìrìnàjò Yorùbá nation. Risk kọ̀ tún yàtọ̀ sí risk ni. Àní wọ́n ti inject Sowore rí. Ọ̀ tí inject èmi rí. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kó inject wa. They almost killed him. So support Sowore, which now àti agree pé APC ti gbogbo wọn ti débẹ̀ nísìn. Ká máa wo ṣe fẹ́ lọ. But ìyẹn ò stop àwa táwa gbé Yorùbá nation dání. Sórí ní gbogbo àgbáyé ideology oríṣiríṣi ló wà. Àwọn tó believe pé ọ̀nà tí ó máa fi wọlé. Now my own understanding is ẹ̀yin tí ẹ endorse wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ support wa, tẹ́ ẹ support the political party. I hope pé the political party structure yẹ pé it's going to lead you to where it will make you comfortable láti sọ pé we will come out of Nigeria. Or ṣé àwọn politicians wa is their agenda to keep us going in Nigeria? Ọ̀nà méjì ni. Because the APC agenda tí ó wà on the table nísìn, ṣé agenda yẹn ni pé kó keep wa sínú Nigeria but kó break it or kó pull wa out? Ṣé gbogbo ìta ń sọ yìí? Ọdún mẹ́jọ ni. I will be 52 years old. Kọ́lọ́n kó fún mi àti wọlé mi gógó. Sórí ọdún yẹn kò pẹ́ fẹ́ mi. Mo sọ fẹ́ pé 14 years mo fi jáde nílùú yìí. Mo ń sùn, mo ń jí, mo lálàáfíà. Ìgbà tí n lè máa jáde, mo sì mi ló bẹ́ẹ̀kì arrangement yẹn. Ta fi lọ sí Dubai. And that will be the first time tí ma travel out again. Because my first travel UK ni. Bí dẹ̀ ṣe wọlé gbẹ́n láti Gatwick airport, mo lock in, mo jáde for 14 years. Ẹlòmíì tí ẹ yàtọ̀, ẹlòmíì dé within 1 year, ó tútù padà sí Nàìjíríà. Bí a orí ọmọ òyìnbó kan fẹ́, èmi ò fọ́ yìnbó. So immigration kiri oríṣiríṣi grade ni. But ìdí mi bá wọn fà lọ 14 years ló last. Immigration tí mo bá UK fà 14 years ni. From day one, visa mo fi wọlé. But tó bá yẹ pé mo ti lọ gun sí fún ọmọ òyìnbó kan, ọmọ ó ṣe ń lọ. But èmi ò ṣe yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ ṣe oríṣiríṣi àwọn kan máa ṣe marriage. Èmi ò lọ through that route. Èmi lọ through family route. So wá rí British tó kúrò nínú EU 35 years ló fi wà níbẹ̀. Àwọn òfin kan wà tá a lò nígbà tèmi ṣèwé mi tá à ń pè ní European law. Tó bá ti lọ home office, tó bá ti gbà sí fún ẹ, wàá tún lo article 9, article kìíní kan, àwọn tó yé mọ́ understand. But now ti Britain ti kúrò nínú EU, a lè lófin yẹn lò mọ́. Because Britain ò lè agree pé kí àwọn wà nínú EU. Àwọn dẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n ṣe election, wọ́n dẹ̀ exit. Wọ́n fún àwọn Scottish the opportunity kó ṣe referendum yẹn fail. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé àwọn Scotland tuntun ń gbèrò nísìn pé àwọn need another referendum. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ, ṣé tó bá fún wọn ní referendum nísìn ṣe fi pé àwọn Scotland máa vote out. Hey! Kó tẹ̀ vote out kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó tẹ̀ yíwọ́ báyìí, kó lọ báyìí. Kí lẹ rí sí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ? Ṣé fi pé tí conservative bá fún àwọn Scotland, okay Ọ̀báyọ̀mí my brother, how you doing lórí Instagram? Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ṣé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Mixlr, ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ṣá? Mo máa ti gbàgbé pé a máa fi yín síbẹ̀. Lady K will always be remembered well. Comrade Plan B, I can hear you clearly. Allahu Baba kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Àwọn tèmi lórí Mixlr nìyẹn. Back to back ni. Mo bá wà lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin, àjọ ń ṣe náà ni. Ẹ̀yin márùn-ún lẹ́wọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀. Màá nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo yín kú ni. Bí ṣe nífẹ̀ẹ́ Ìgbòho náà ni màá nífẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ Yorùbá. Jàmó 419 orúkọ yìí. Mo kíyàwó mi, mò ń bọ̀, ó kù díẹ̀. Ó kù ìṣẹ́jú 10. Ẹ bá post account number wa kọ fún wa ní support. at least aṣáà ti ṣe 3 hours fún ilé ni that's èlò ní ẹ̀bọ́ sí 30 pounds kò ń ṣe àwọn regular tí mo bọ́ ṣe ń sort out. Kí ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi sọ who will lead the ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní ẹ̀wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ní who will lead the guerrilla war in the southwest and western region? You make me laugh anyway, you're entitled to your opinion. Okay, mo mọ tẹ́ discuss níbẹ̀ yẹn. I lost out. Èyí tí mo ń bèèrè lọ́wọ́ yẹn dá mi lọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ mo ní ṣé conservative máa fún tí tó dànù síbẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ kíbẹ̀ máa rún ní láti inú dáadáa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Mo ní ṣé conservative máa fún àwọn Scotland opportunity for another referendum? They're pushing for it. But wọ́n block wọn. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ òkè àbáyọ̀mí. Ọlọ́ba nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín. Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú Ṣòwòrẹ́ ló káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé nígbà tó ṣe campaign. Ó travel ó dé New Zealand ló lọ nígbà yẹn àbí Australia. Ẹ̀mí Ṣòwòrẹ́ ẹlẹ́mìí méje ni kọ́lọ̀ bá wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti fi pa tipẹ́ but mo mọ̀ pé ìyá ẹ̀ náà dúró òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ àkàndá èèyàn ni ẹ pátì nígbà tó rí palọ́pàá àbúrò ẹ̀ ẹ rántí pé his brother died was it last year or year before kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kẹ́ wọ́n dé Ṣòwòrẹ́ mọ́nà Abuja for 2 years ẹlẹ́mìí méje ní Ṣòwòrẹ́. So ká tó parí ètò yìí yan wa we are not here to bring you all down. Ṣé rí fọ́ọ̀tì tí pé ẹ níṣẹ́ nǹkan stress fún yín èmi ò blame yín we should blame Nigeria because Nigeria ló kó bá gbogbo wa. Àwọn kan gbádùn ẹ̀ jura wọn lọ ni. Some people enjoy this country Nigeria from 1960 up to 1980 because sórí ìwọ tó travel tẹ́lẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn grandpa ẹ̀ they will be able to tell you tó bá sì wà láyé ìtọ́ bá dẹ̀ ti kú béèrè lọ́wọ́ lórí ẹbí yín you realize that some people bá ṣe sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò dá kò dá àwọn kan ṣe ń gbádùn ẹ̀ títí dé ni they are not politicians they are not in the political terrain but you know Ọlọ́run kò kẹ́ wọn. But we are talking about the large entity of the people not èèyàn kan look some people mo rí bọ̀bọ̀ kan lórí paper ṣé punch ni wọ́n náà ọmọ ọlọ́kadà ni girl yẹn brilliant àwọn kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ extraordinary ni wọ́n so àwọn yẹn máa tètè push. So let us tell our people again bí ṣe máa sọ the expectation on this government tí ó fẹ́ wọlé ó rà pé expectation ó máa ju ti Buhari lọ because pressure tí ó wà nílẹ̀ pressure Yorùbá pressure oríṣiríṣi pressure bí Tinubu ṣe fẹ́ resolve problem àwọn south east àrí onídàbàrú lẹ́nìí àròlé Odùduwà òun like àwọn Biafra yẹn I can tell kí ni ẹ̀kan kọ síbẹ̀ so I have had this name since 1997 and find it hard to change it. However, I am honorable individual from Ijebuland who wants the homogeneous nation for our people whereby we can soar to high. Ẹ ṣé gan ni yẹ mo kàn ń dàpàrà pẹ̀lú yín mà ni you know grandma mi máa ní 419 times 2 kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kí alájà. So ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa the future that people are thinking in that country called Nigeria future ẹ̀ ti late even tá bá dúró for another 30 years wọ́n ti dàgbà gan nígbà yẹn o hey 30 years wọ́n ti wà níbi 80 something years old èmi náà ti máa dé stage àwọn bàbá kí tó yìí 30 years from now nínú Nàìjíríà wà lágbára o ṣé màá wà London àbí màá wà níjẹ̀bú òde. So we are not here to joke. The future of that country is coming. Buhari ò lè tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ní 2023. Okay, ṣé kí ló dé tí kò lè gbé doctor ẹ̀ wá sí Nàìjíríà? It just shows that ọ̀rọ̀ eyín kọ́ ni Buhari ń treat ní London. I get it, what mo sọ. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé eyín ni Buhari tó bá jẹ́ pé eyín ni Buhari ló ń treat ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹsẹ̀ ẹ bá máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ogun kan tó ṣe ogun ló ń lọ ní Ukraine tá à ń rí nísìn ọ̀rọ̀ pé ogun kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1967 ṣé gbogbo wa experience ìtàn ní gbogbo yẹn ogun lọ ní Sudan lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn ogun ìgbà yẹn ò lè dàbí tìsín and you know that I know that ogun tó jà ní 1967 68 69 fọdún mẹ́ta téèyàn 5 million kú kọ́lọ̀ fún ọ̀run kẹ́ gbogbo wọn kò lè dàbí ogun tìsín ṣe máa ẹ̀ka máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ogun máa fi dẹ́rù bara wa ogun lọ burúkú Russia ti destroy Ukraine kò ń ṣe kékeré bó pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹni tó wà ní Ukraine bẹ́tà wọ tó ń wò mí wàláì ogun lọ ní Sudan so gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ pé ogun ẹ má máa fi yẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ogun ti wáyé a experience ẹ̀ but èyí tó journalist kan ṣe kú ní àná mo post ẹ̀ war front ló ti kú èèyàn máa kú tẹ́lẹ̀ kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ so pé àárí bí ogun ṣe rí ìrọ̀lápá orí ẹ lọ sórí Google lọ sórí YouTube type in Ukraine ojoojúmọ́ ló ń jà ìjà Sudan ó sì ń lọ so ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa fi yẹn géèjì à ń gbàdúrà pé kó má dogun but ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ tá a bá careful excuse me ó máa dogun ìdí tó yẹ ṣe máa dogun ni pé marginalization yẹn wọ́n close the gap yẹn kàkà kí gap yẹn close ó ń spread ó ń spread ó ń spread ó dẹ̀ affect the indigenous people so pé ọ̀rọ̀ ogun yẹn èmi ò fẹ́ máa gbọ́ pé ogun kan èmi ò tí wọ̀ tí mo ti dáyé 1978 lọ bí mi bọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin tó bí ẹ̀yin experience ogun ẹ fẹ́ experience táwọn tó wà ní Ukraine sí ni ṣé ogun tó ń lọ ní Ukraine sí ṣé kò fẹ́ tó kó tó tó wà ní ogun Biafra tẹ̀yìn sọ yẹn àárín ní live footage a kàn ń gbọ́ sétí ni ẹ lè fún mi ní live footage ogun yẹn. They are pushing for it in Scotland. Time will tell if the referendum will happen. Okay, time will tell. So, kò sẹ́ni tó ń gbàdúrà pé because ogun máa bà nǹkan jẹ́, èèyàn máa kú ni. But tá bá fẹ́ avoid pé kógun máa wáyé, then àwọn representative wa tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ, then over the stage kan a ní lè listen sí wọn mọ́. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo bí tó ti lọ ń jókòó ní speaker ní house of kiri kan kò ní wà conducive láti jókòó kì máa sọ àwọn nǹkan tí tó fẹ́ jáde lẹ́nu mo tún gbé padà ní mo kàn tún control ara mi díẹ̀ ni àìgbọ́mọ̀ mi torí pé àwọn selfish representative ẹ wá sọ pé kó má sógun Ìbàdàn ní sí ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn Ogun state ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn kí ló lè máa fẹ́ bí àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ lọ sóko ẹ destroy oko ṣé importation kò ṣeé ṣe kò mí you know what I gotta check out mo wo time na money o time na money no mago no pere wàhálà mo ti yó tí bá tún jẹ́ nǹkan kan mi báyìí nísìnyí bẹ́kùn ni èmi wà lájọ jẹun abọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ I can clean it by now, but I have other things to do. I'm the shit. But I gotta go now. Because if I joke with social media, by me time I'm sorry. And I'm quick. Wife me let ó ti pè mí. 7 minutes ìyá mi ọmọ lára ẹ tún calculate the time for ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó ó lè check out before the time o ìlú yìí nígbà tó rí pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń sá lọ sílé wọn ni clock in and clock out ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ṣe máa ń clock in ní òyìnbó ó lè cheat wọn wàá clock in wàá clock out. This is not about weak men and this is common. Okay, moment and discuss anyway because comment yẹn kò stable lórí screen mi ó ń lọ in and out. So anyway ìyá mi ọmọ lára ni mo ṣe ní 7 minutes. Ṣé aago wo lẹ́yìn lò lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ? Okay, aago kitchen ló fast. Okay, yín ìyá wa lè máa ń mọ̀ rí kí ló dé tí wife mi ṣe bá ń fago tó máa ń fast kitchen. Okay, right lóòótọ́ ó kù 7 minutes. Ti kitchen mi ló sọ fún mi pé 1 o'clock. Mo mọ̀ reason tí wife mi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ aago tó wà ní kitchen máa wà faster. So jokes apart, nobody was born to this world to suffer. Èmi ò ṣe motivational whatever bá wà lọ sọ́dọ̀ Fẹlá dúró tó yẹ. But one thing is, if we remain in the trajectory, more going right, taba remain pẹ̀lú system tá ń bá lọ system kan là ń bá lọ láti 1999 ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ká tó máa parí ètò eléyìí mo fẹ́ kó mú dání sórí gbogbo tí mo ti sọ láti 2 hours yẹn forget it sórí tá bá ń bá lọ pẹ̀lú system tí wọ́n mú fún wa ní 1999 tí system yẹn ò rẹ̀ tí change tí a dẹ̀ ṣe ń lo system yẹn lọ forget it. Koiki, maybe Buhari came for dental implant. Ṣé kò wá possible ní Nàìjíríà ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi yẹn ó fẹ́ sọ? Ṣé wọ́n lè gbé doctor yẹn wá sí Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ra gbogbo equipment? Ṣebí Buhari ti mọ̀ pé yín dùn òun látọdún mẹ́jọ, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa treat ẹ̀ nínú Abuja ń bẹ̀. Why London? Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ti Buhari náà, but mo mọ̀ pé APC line ni Buhari. Just reason that those who make peaceful resolution impossible make a violent approach inevitable. Look, I want us to come on a round table. We don't have to kill each other. We don't have to fight. But I know that it's just a lie. Owó wà ní politics gan. Ìyẹn lẹ́lòmíì náà ṣe ń dúró pé tó bá táwọn ilé bá ṣe tán tí wọ́n bá kú àwa kan á tún wọlé síbẹ̀. So let us remain calm. The way forward is, again, like I said, the world is holding the narratives. Whatever, with the power change today, we will have a new, different relationship with the world. A lot of it often and system Nigeria. And there's also a lot of the IMF is there, International Monetary Fund. Do you think they want Nigeria to break? The World Bank is there. Nigeria is a stakeholder in the world. So all these organizations are very, very powerful in their own. And that is why they are not interested to make Nigeria to break. So, as I leave us again in the hands of Eledumare, share time out to anything. Yeah, me, okay, it could be 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. 1 o'clock, I'm ended. So, Lady K, so let us remind ourselves that the on 3 minutes the 1999 constitution only could get carry on in Nigeria. Show me why. Let's study constitution here. The waterways, the Ruga ways, the this way. Whether Tinubu ma close gap here, we will know. The moment tó bá ti débẹ̀ láti 29 tó ti gbé ọ̀pá àṣẹ lé lọ́wọ́ àdárúkọ Buhari mọ́ Tinubu nìkan la máa dárúkọ Buhari di ìtàn àfi ká máa ṣépè fún so bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn kí lẹ́gbọ́n mi sọ mẹ́ẹ̀. Don't forget Koiki, there is no referendum in a bed. Definitely, you're right. Kò sí referendum nínú bed. Well, fi referendum sínú 1999 constitution. A gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe program kan tó bá máa fi referendum sínú constitution. Stages will ma take. Once referendum is included, then we can opt out. How do we have this referendum? Again, Pini or Oteson. Only the last seconds that I look. All right, anyway. Once referendum is included, then we can opt out. How is a referendum included in the constitution? That's another conversation. Enomility, nǹkan méjì. Way forward yẹn àti because tabani kò sí referendum. Báwo ló ṣe máa fi working hard under NHS is not easy, I know. Sunday, how much I am earning that I will send 90% home. After thing get tired, I send the wo. I mean, I was on social media. Ikùn dùn, àwọn wà lẹ́sẹ̀, kò lè yàgbẹ́, ojú ẹ̀gbẹ́ ń dùn. Kò dẹ́n pé Nàìjíríà lówó yẹn, but it is what it is. You know, it's not easy. Referendum is not in the constitution, but tó bá fẹ́ adopt constitution tó máa ní referendum, ṣé mo kó máa go through different stages. Ṣé àwọn north máa push fún, tí southwest bá push fún, ṣé máa accept it? All these are questions. The 1967 war, Biafra war, did not get to Yoruba land. BD is saying that. Anyway, ẹ má ká lo time kọjá time wa because mo ti ní other engagement. Love you all so much. Mo kí Mrs. Ella Da Pell. Kọ́lọ́n kó wà pẹ̀lú wa. Wọ́n ní kó wa lọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ogun ò ní kó wa lọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mr. Sunday mo ti lo time mi pé irú iṣẹ́ ò lè fi gbé fún mi tí máa ẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe overtime nìyẹn ẹ dẹ̀ ń sanwó overtime gbogbo overtime tí mo ṣe fún yín ẹ̀ san gbèsè ló wà nílẹ̀ nísìn tí mo ní kẹ́ sanwó overtime ẹ̀ san salary mi gan nísìn tí san the last salary tá gbà ní Osun State over 3 months ago. Time up. Thank you so much. Tàbá ní time máa padà wá lálẹ́ ó dà kí mo tètè sùn lánàá mo because a lè padà lálẹ́ àná because mo jókòó báyìí ìyàwó mi ní àbọ̀ máa ṣe program lẹ́sùn padà. I woke up around 12 and I wanted to, after tí Mayegun ṣe tán mo fẹ́ ní àbí kémi náà kí n kàn ṣe I just went back to bed but I might come back tonight which definitely I'm actually Naija Voices and that way I need time láti sọ̀rọ̀ so 6 p.m. bí a máa ṣe phone line but ẹ rántí pé ti Buhari ta máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé on the 23rd ni ẹ má gbàgbé ẹ kàn ní lè ṣe pé lórí Star Radio but ẹ máa ní right láti opinion yìí. I'm checking out now. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now. Bye. Referendum can never work in Nigeria. Too much corruption. Mọ́mí mi mọ̀ pé wà níbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú yín. Ìyá dáadáa, ìyá tó ń tọ́jú Koiki, tọ́ọ̀kì ń rojú, Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú yín. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Ó dàgọ́ mẹ́fà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Au revoir, everybody.